So what's going on, guys? How we doing? Welcome to Wednesday Hump Day. It is Wednesday, yes. It is Wednesday, yes. One of the caveats of being a oh, hold on. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. One of the caveats of being a lone developer is that weekends kind of blend. Days sort of go. You know, if you're not busy doing something, you're working. So, I had to check the calendar there. But yeah, it's Wednesday. Welcome, guys. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me change this. Got my text up here that says, let me start by saying, guess what, guys? Just an hour before I started doing the broadcast here, I got a notification from Apple, finally, that the iOS version is ready for prime time. The beta is ready to test. So, I have to change this text up here. So let me do the info window, info text, to change this, because it is no longer the case. Actually, everything is done. So, let's see, PC, let me change this, and iOS, beta versions available now. Alright, so I'm just editing my display on the fly. Isn't that nice? But I just want this to be accurate. So, let me change this, versions, and oops, and oh, come on, the OS versions available now, like that. Hit done. There it is. Android and PC, and it. Oh, I should change that to comma. Okay, getting anal here, but okay. Change that one, and change the shadow. No way to do a shadow generated on the fly, so I had to do a second layer. There it is. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so Android, PC, and iOS beta versions are available now. If you check the Twitch page, you will actually see right below, I have links to all three of them. Obviously, for Android, it takes you to Google Play. iOS will take you to the test flight link. Thank God, I didn't even realize this. Apple just changed how that works now, right? It used to be you had to get like everyone's email and like sign up all that crap. Now it's a link, so that's awesome. The only downside is that it limits it to 10,000. So only the first 10,000 people that download the iOS beta. I don't think I'm going to come anywhere near that threshold, so that's a good thing. And then, of course, if you don't have either or you want to try it out on your PC, there is the link for the PC version as well, so you can download that and give that a try. Obviously, there's no Mac version yet. I quite simply because the PC version, at least initially, is going to be just test. And if I want to develop for Apple, I have to pay Apple an additional, excuse me, $100 a year, just so I can develop for the Mac computer. So I'm not going to do that yet. So that's why you'll see there is iOS, Android, PC, and that's it for the moment. But as we go further along, if there's an interest, then I will also fire up a Mac version. Let me rephrase that. Once I actually figure out how I'm going to approach the desktop version, then I will definitely include Mac in that equation. So once I pursue desktop, boom, Mac will get it as well. But excuse me. In the meantime, enjoy the beta. Give it a play. Look for issues you have. You can offer suggestions on features. To be honest, though, at this point, I'm probably not going to add anything new, at least for this initial release. But I'm always open to suggestions for features. So if there's something that you look and you see, oh, it'd be nice if it did this, that, the other, yeah, let me know. But the key thing is betas. Betas. And betas. I'm reading the thing. The key thing is bugs. Help me look for bugs. So give the beta version a try. And look for mistakes, bugs, glitches, things that make the game not perform perfectly. That's what I'm looking for now. While I'm waiting for you guys to offer some feedback, what I'm going to do is now I have two remaining things. Number one, I need to make a gameplay trailer. And I just started playing around with the script on that. I recorded a scratch track. and I'll probably start throwing that together here in the near future. But what I'm also looking at now is revisiting my to-do list of the not necessary things, but more the secondary items. So that's what I'm going to probably play with here today. These are some of the things. Yeah, so this is actually mandatory. I did make the mistake. I took all that time to get the icon, this whole menu system working, which it does, and it's great. It's all plugged in and working nicely, but the icons weren't showing anywhere. So at least in the current beta that's out there, you can select your icon, get it set up, but guess what? It's not gonna do anything. So you're just selecting it for the fun of it. So as you can see, I started just this morning of integrating that. So now he appears on your main screen. Excuse me. And then I'll integrate that here shortly into the multiplayer game. And the first thing I was thinking about is the fact that I'll probably have to do some secondary call, because I don't want to add this guy's data in the initial call, because that will break the current beta version. So that's something you'll see when I start adding the code to that. But I just got to make sure that I do that as a separate remote function call. But so I already wired this up. So actually, so it comes up on the fly. So it loads this thing dynamically, because obviously when I have different islands, this could be a totally different icon. So it pulls it in once the game starts, and then here, I'll show you here. Once it fires up, you'll actually see the icon kind of flash onto the screen. Like this. So that's pretty cool. And if you click on it, it'll take you straight to the icon selection screen. I'm going to change this. Actually, this is, let me do it. I like the 16:9 kind of thing. Let me restart this. Yeah, I know the iPad is more the 4:3 ratio, but I like the 16:9, so I'm going to display it this way. But all the GUI stuff is set up to dynamically adjust, so that's always good. So yeah, you hit that, boom, and you're off to the old icon selection menu. And I have this set up now where I unlock these guys for myself, but I don't have the code yet where once I've selected this, right, if you come back, you'll see that it didn't update the icon. That's what I got up to this morning. That's the point where I'm at. So that'd be the first thing I go ahead and get set up correctly, is to make sure that it loads up the right icon and shows that perfectly. And then once that's done, then I'll worry about plugging in this icon for the multiplayer matches. So when it's in the the challenge versus screen, where the two, you and your opponent, are facing off each other doing your taunts, I'll actually have both icons displayed at that point too. So I'll get that going. And then a bunch of other things that I want to do. And once again, these are not like make or break kind of things. These are just things that I look forward to adding to and making the game more robust and just nice little features. So little things I noticed, when you do the offer wall or ads, it doesn't actually mute the sound effects, which is bad. So I need to mute the game audio when you show an ad. Leaderboards. This is something that I noticed before, and it's totally my fault. It functions fine, but it's a glitch as far as I'm concerned. So if we hit leaderboard, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. Well, that's relatively fast. But at least on a mobile device, that can get anywhere up to 6 or 7 seconds. But that was actually pretty puppy. Let's see. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000. Wow. 11, 12. Alright, did we crash or would we just hang out? Oh, wow. Nope. Actually, look. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so that was ridiculous. And the reason why is because it's actually polling for all records, which is just stupid on my part. What I need to do is just pull up the screen that your page is on, your score, which page that is, and just call up 10 records per time, per occasions. And then when I hit the button here, it'll grab the next 10 either below or above. So if you hit that, it goes nowhere because we're at the top page. So that's another thing. Once again, it's not a bug. It's something that could be improved. And thankfully, most of the stuff I'm talking about doing in here is just improvements. So this is all, as far as I'm concerned, this is like icing kind of stuff. This one's been bugging me for a while. It's kind of funny. Let's see if I can do it here. If I turn off the audio, and if you mute the music and you mute the sound effects, your game should be totally silent, correct? So if I come in here and I go options, say music off, sound effects off, right? But if we turn up the music, let me pause my tunes here for a second. There. You can still hear sheep. Yeah. So the sheep didn't get the notification that they're supposed to be silent. So, excuse me. So that needs to get fixed. That's been around for forever, and I just thought it was kind of funny, so I hadn't really addressed it, but I definitely want to fix that before I unleash the game on the public. Because sound effects off should be sound effects off, period, not off, except for sheep. They can keep going. So, but you see what I'm saying, though? These are all super minor tweaks, things that shouldn't necessarily take that long, but will just help to improve the game a bit. Yeah. If the player levels up, right now when you actually reach a new level, you don't really know it unless you actually go into your user information and display it. So I want to have something when you reach a new level, it'll pop up in the menu and tell you congratulations, you've just gone up a new level and you won some free gems. So this is something that I mentioned before too. I was talking about on Monday, I think. So I want to have it where if you create a guest account, right, but you want to register it with Google after the fact, so that way you know that you'll never lose it, because guest accounts are temporary accounts. But so if you connect it to a Google Play account, then you'll never lose it. So I need to add that. Let's see, display first. Yeah, I think right now when we do an online game, it doesn't show. It shows like the entire username plus underscore and their ID. And I mean, for clarity's sake, I just want to drop it so it's just the player name. Really minor. That's all this stuff is pretty minor. If the player quits, I think this is okay. Now this is kind of a bug, but if nothing else, it's in the player's favor, so I haven't really stressed over it too much. But if the player quits and the remaining player has some side items, I think it ends up giving 25 more coins than it should. I'll double check that here later. That's a note from a million years ago, and I may have just through my editing all my updates, I may have actually fixed that one already, so I'll have to check. And then the credits, as been pointed out before, if we come over here, we hit credits, it does a whole bunch of nothing. So I need to come up with a credits menu. Minor. Clicks, sounds on button presses. Right now there's nothing. So I need to go through all the buttons and add little click sounds. This one bugs me more than anyone, I think. Most mobile devices only have a mono speaker anyways, but if you're actually playing with a device that has stereo speakers, you would quickly discover that the audio is designed for the old style, which is the left and right, so that kind of doesn't work now. It's all shifted. So, but yeah, I need to make sure that it's right now it's based on which island, right? So it'd be like if you hit the opponent's island, it'll actually go in the right speaker. If they hit your island, it goes in the left speaker, right? Even though you're up and down. So I need to split it versus just deciding it off of the X position instead. Ability to show news at game start. I actually have that, as I pointed out on Monday. This little thing right here, this test info, that's signifying the fact that I was able to go to the server and load up a test news item, but right now I don't do anything with that. So I need to be able to configure it so I can put stuff on my side on the server, and then you guys can have it pop up, and it'll let you know things like if I do special sales or if there's an update to the game or just any general information that helps. So I need to finish that. Once again, not crucial, but it'd be nice to have it in place. Let's see, an online game, super minor. If you're playing an online game and you are the blue player, I just want to make sure that the red force field kind of comes a little bit closer so it looks like it's encompassing the villagers, because right now it kind of looks like you can hit the villager. He looks like he's outside the bubble. I mean, how's that for minor? This one's more major. This one I talked about on Monday too. I want to update the AI, because right now when you play against the computer, he just has a flat out 2 villager rule. It just automatically fires up 2 villagers, so if you ever hit any buildings, 2 villagers automatically come out and repair buildings. And it doesn't adjust that, right? And that's, when you're first starting a game, it's kind of foolish to send villagers out right from the start, because you're completely hampering your firing ability by 50%. So I just need to teach the computer better villager management. So I'm going to work on that, but I put that further down because that's going to be a little more detailed. And then finally also, once again, this is just going to make the AI more competitive and more human-like, which is what I'm really shooting for. It's, I need to teach them that sometimes going for the power-up is not the best move. I mean, especially if you're like, you literally have the other guy's launcher exposed and you're ready to just like finish the game off, and a power-up comes up, that's like a speed-up. That's the worst thing. I mean, there's no benefit to that, right? So, you know, if the AI turns and starts going for the power-up crate, that's just kind of stupid, you know, and it's a telltale sign that you're playing a bot. So these are just two things that will make the game more competitive if you're playing the computer, and it also make it look like you're playing human, which is the ultimate goal. So that is my to-do list. These are just minor tweaks, but it will get the game to the point where I'm totally ready to throw it out the door and believe that it's ready for you guys beyond just the beta. Alright, so what I should do now is continue on setting up the these little icon characters. Get that all working nicely. Alright, so what I need to do is pull the right one. So let's see. Icon group. Okay, and then yeah, so it just fires it up. But let me do this. Let me actually turn. No, actually, I can do it because he's gonna grab that. So I think I'll grab it on the fly. Right. So yeah, I think I'll just what I do is I'll get the sprites on these guys by doing a get component. It's not the cleanest, not the fastest, but I think it'll work fine. So, okay. Get rid of this stuff. This is all good. I can blow this away. There. Start that process, and then just using this reference. Okay. So then we'll say icon sprite. Let me check the naming of this guy. Icon group. Make sure I get it all nicely named. Okay. It should be the only thing on the screen, so I should be able to call it out by name. So icon sprite is equal to it. Game object. Find. Alright, in this case we are looking for the icon. And then we gotta do get component, because we don't care about the actual object, we just care about its the UI settings, so we can actually change which icon is being displayed. So we say get component, and then this is UI sprite, like that. There. We're gonna do that for all three. We're gonna do that for icon sprite shadow. I think that's just called, oops, icon shadow. Let me make sure that's correct. Yep, icon shadow, and then icon shield for the last one. You know what? Actually, I guess for the icon shield, I shouldn't have to even touch that, because the shield is going to be the same for each set of characters. So if the island is different, the shield would change automatically. So I'm going to just take that back. Shield. Delete this. Alright, I'm going to just knock that out. I'll leave it. I don't think I'll need it, but I'll leave that just for the time being. Alright, so all we need is those two guys, and then we can start changing this. So, oops, yeah. Alright, so we'll start with the icon sprite, and we'll say name, or is it sprite name? Yeah, sprite name. Is it equaled? Is that how it works? I can never keep these straight. If it's equal or parentheses. Alright, so it will be sprite name is equal to, and it should be on the same one, so I should be able to just say, let's see, icon villager 1a, so we'll say underscore a. So I already got that set, so then it should be just a matter of saying it is villager plus icon data, which character it is. See, that should be island. You know what, I'm going to set this up for what it would be in the future. So this will dynamically pull from the different islands, which right now there's only one, but in the future there'll be more, and that value is going to be stored in this vector right here, which is the selected icon information. So you have the island, you have which villager, and which icon of that villager. Excuse me. So we say island, we'll say icon data X, and we got to go ahead and switch that to an int. There. So then it should come up as island 0 plus that, and that'll do that, right? Okay. And then, so villager, let's see, and then we just need icon data Y, which is where it stores which actual villager it is. Excuse me. And then underscore followed by the villager letter, which we store in this vector. So it starts off as a number, and then I just take this, I come to the icon data Z, and then switch that number back to a letter and store that in that variable. So that should give us the correct thing. Boom. So let's see what that does. Oh, gives us an error. Where did I forget? Oh, right there. Clean this up a little bit. There it goes. There it goes. Check them out. It updated. So I forgot I needed to get the shadow updated as well, but that's fine. That just means it works, so that's good. So let's see. If we go customize, select icon. Uh-oh. Why didn't I show the correct one there? Am I not updating that correctly? Save that way. So come back here. Oh wow, that's wrong. Okay. That's not good at all. It's not actually keeping track of which one I selected there. Or it's not refreshing it, rather. So if I do like the little high five there. So that should be stored. So if I restart, we should see that one of him actually popping up on the side with his arm up like that. Yep, okay, good. Let me fix the shadow here too. So that's working, but I do have a glitch that I didn't pick up on before, which I'll address now, is when we actually come into the icon menu, it's not refreshing what that icon is in the top left. This is correct, right here, so that's the correct one, which is cool. If we come up here and we show the icon, it's showing the wrong one. That's not good. But manageable, we can fix that right now. Oh, hang on one sec here, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, this is not getting updated. So that's the next thing we'll look at, because this is actually working pretty well. I want to do something too where after it comes back, it updates this. So excuse me, right now it only updates the icon character here when we reload, you know, like starting a new game or something like that. So let me show you. So like this, you know, we're doing this one where he's doing the hand behind his, over his head like that. But if we come back and we say done, we see that this didn't update. But if I restart it, you will see that it actually pulls the data up. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it to refresh the icon every time it comes back to the main menu, I think. Probably be the best way. I'm going to say load icon. So every time we want to show main menu. Let's see. Let's see, what I just want to do is a main menu. Is it main menu group? Nope. Let's see. Local menu. Yeah. Takes local menu. True. Line toggle customize menu. Here we go. Main menu elements true. So anytime we see this guy, which is in these cases, I'm going to just tell it to refresh the icon every time. You see, it's just load icon, yeah. So just go. So that'll purge whatever old one is there, and even if it's the same, it'll purge it and reload it every time. That's minor, but just that way we know, even though it can be redundant, it's just at least that way we know it's actually getting refreshed, which is the key thing. So I'd rather just burn the milliseconds to reload the same one every time, just so I know that it's updated. You know, actually, I guess I could. Let me back this up, because the only time that should happen is when we exit customize menu. So in theory, this is the only place I'd have to refresh the icon, because if you're updating the icon, you have to exit the customize level to get back to load icon, with the exception of the level editor. So let me check that. That's sort of like I just noticed that that's one disparity in the customize menu, and I guess I could update it, or I could just leave it like it is. But so right now, customize menu, if you hit any one of these guys, you come right back to the base customize menu, just like this, right? With the exception of the editor. If you come into the editor and I hit this, it takes us back to the main menu. Now we got two guys loaded. Interesting. Did it load it twice? Huh. Alright. So let me see if that, oh, it maybe, oh, you know what? Let me think about this here for a second. Let's go customize, select the icon, whatever, and done. We still got the one. Okay. Customize. So if we change, let's change this. And it didn't update. Ah, crap. Alright. Let's do a check to see if it's actually kicking it off. If it is actually updating it. So I'll throw a little debug log message in here and say updating icon now. All right. Customize. Select icon. Change it to this one. Clear. Come back and done. Oh, it didn't actually do it. Okay. So if you customize. Main menu. Toggle customize menu. Customize menu. There he goes. Okay, this is where we want it. Alright, and we're ready to go right here. So once that's active, then we tell it to load icon. There, that should fix that. OP Scripter. Hey, how's it going, man? Good here, man. I got my beta out for basically iOS, Android, and PC. So whatever device you got, except for Mac, you can try the game now, man. So yeah, pretty happy. At this point, just doing, yeah, finally, ooh, sweet, yeah, finally, man, way overdue. But, yeah, just doing cleanup now, just adding a few more of the little bells and whistles that I wanted to add, just addressing that while I await general feedback and see if there's any bugs that I missed. And then, finally kick it out the door for real, which would be really nice. But, how's it going with you, OP Scripter? How's it going, man? What are you up to? Aside from enjoying your Hump Day Wednesday. Let's see. So if you come in here, go customize. We'll switch it to this guy. Come back out. Done. Oh, okay. It is loading a second time. So, alright, so what we need to do is not just turn this to null, but let's see, icon group. Nothing much, really. Fair enough. Group. You know what? I should be able to do it this way. Check this out. So if we go in here and say game object old icon is equal to game object find, and we'll say icon group. Just work, which doesn't involve coding. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, if I'm not careful, I might actually find myself some real honest-to-God work here in the near future myself, which will put a dent in the game development time, but it'll help pay the bills. So, but hopefully it's not going to delay getting Volley Village out the door. At this point, Volley Village is dangerously close to being in cruise control now. Like I said, just minor tweaks, and then gameplay trailer, and then pretty much just push it out the door. That's the hopes, at least. That's the hopes. So, if old icon, oops, is it not equal to null, then old icon, oh, destroy old icon. There. So that should nuke out the old version of the icon if there was one there. Let's test that. So I was trying to be tricky and just throw it to null, but I forgot null just drops the variable, but it doesn't actually purge the old version out. That's why we're seeing two of them. Excuse me. So customize, select. We'll select this guy, come back out, done. Oh, and it didn't do it. Well, that sucks. Oh, you know why? Because it's clone. I think it has the word clone on there, probably. Yeah, icon group clone. I forgot about that. Thank you, Unity, and your goofy little clone message that you toss on the edge of everything here. So let me put that on there. So now it'll actually find it, right? There. That should make it happy. I wish there's some other way it would do it besides just modifying your object's name with a clone in parentheses. So customize, select icon. Still gotta fix that. Switch to this guy. So come back out, come back out. There it is. Oh, you jerk. So let's see. Did it save it incorrectly? Or on the... Yeah, okay, so it does it correct on the reload, but it didn't that time, so... Oh, because we're not probably saving it. That's why. So I gotta make sure that it's actually updating selected icon. Set. Update chosen icon. So it should be updating it right there. Setting icon to. That's strange. Alright, let me clear out my log here. Customize, select icon. Alright, now we're clear. We'll switch it to this guy. Setting icon to villager 1A. 1E. 1C. Okay. 1E. That's weird. Okay. So it's not picking it up after it returns. Let's figure out why that is. Selected icon. That is correct. Yes. Let's see. X is equal to icon data X plus, we'll do Y and Z. Do it just like that. X, Y, Y, and Z. Clear that out. Alright. So, let's figure this out. Let's see. XYZ015. Okay, that's correct. Obviously, it's showing the right one. Okay, so let's come back in here. We'll select a different icon. We'll select this guy. So 1B. Alright. Come out here. Come out here. 012. Okay. Icon data. 2 should be villager B. That's peculiar. Huh, okay. Well, let's figure out what value is actually showing down here. It's like the villager letter is wrong. Okay, icon Z, and if we looked here, Z is equal to 2, so it should be a B. Unless I did a typo. Villager letter. Right. Okay, what's really bizarre is that it works the first go round, but when it comes back out, am I just doing it too fast? No, it should save. It already should have the value saved. Alright, that's peculiar. Okay. Alright, so we go select the icon, switch to this guy again, back out, clear this, and we're back to the main menu. It's saying E, but it's not loading that, is it? Maybe it's not sprite name, maybe it's name. Oh, did I get that confused? No? So it is supposed to be sprite. Alright, let me just try name. This is Ingui that's handling the UI stuff and the graphics there, and it's, the naming convention is a little screwy sometimes. No, that was right. So do it that way. Icon sprite is equal to icon. Oh, maybe because it's the finding the old one before it gets purged out, maybe? So the only thing I can think of is that when I'm returning, it's deleting the old one and showing the new one, but then this search. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do it this way. Maybe I should do get it by child, because it but even that, if it's deleting it but then still picking up on this, on the old one before it actually sees the new one. That's the only thing I could think of. And so it's adjusting the icon on the one that's getting deleted. Because when I restart it, it's showing it fine, which says to me that it's getting hung up by the fact that there's one outgoing and one new incoming icon. And I need to purge it because we could be changing islands, right? So it's not just a matter of pointing it to a different graphic, it could actually be a whole different set of icons. So I still need to definitely delete it. Let's see. Let's see. If I go load icon, I guess I could change this into. Excuse me. Let's see. Load icon after 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change this up. We're gonna change this into an enumerator. All right. And then we'll say float delay is equal to 0. Yeah, I know you hate that. I'll fix that. So first thing we do is this guy. Change this to, oops. Start coroutine. Load icon. 1 second. Just like that. That's good. And then here, then we don't want the 1 second because that's going to be instantaneous. Same for that, although I don't think that ever kicks off. Okay, good. Okay, so now, if it is just the fact that it sees the two icons, and what I'll do is I'll give it a refresh frame. So that way, hopefully it should deal with that. I'll do that here, and then I'll say, let's see. You'll return new, wait for seconds. So if we're loading up the menu for the very first time, then there should be a 1 second delay in there. So it pops up with the buttons. But if we're returning the menu, then there's 0 delay. So by default, I give it a 0. Alright, so we come down here, and we instantiate, and then hopefully if we add a refresh here, or you know what, actually wait, was it actually deleting it? I think it was. Okay, so I'll just do a yield return null oh, let me do this as new wait for fixed update. So we'll just give it like a 1 game cycle. So hopefully that should be enough to get it to behave. And purge out the old one and grab the new one. I know the code is correct because every time I fire this up, which I may have just toggled it. Let's see if it comes up. Yeah, every time it comes up here, it comes up correct. Boom. That's correct. But then if we come in here and then change it to like this and we come back out, there it is. That was the trick. That was it. So even though I was doing it correctly, it was still sort of stepping on its own toes. So when we were returning to this function call, I was telling it to delete the old one, instantiate a new one, and then find that new icon. But because that was all happening at the same time, when it was doing the search, it was grabbing hold of the old one that was getting tossed out, which explains why the icon was always defaulting to the initial default character, because it wasn't getting modified. But anyways, the point is that corrects it. So now if we come to any one of these guys and do it like this, come back. Yep, much better. Do this one. Yes, so they're all updating correctly now. Good. Awesome. Okay, now the other thing I need to fix is the fact that we return this doesn't update, which is not good. But not a big deal. Alright. Fill up my glass here again. Talking too much. So in case you guys are just tuning in and missed what I was talking about before, I'm happy to announce, if you look straight up there, you'll see Android, PC, and iOS beta versions are available now. Just an hour before I was starting the old stream here, I got the notice from Apple to let me know that the test flight version is now available. And because Apple, in their infinite wisdom, finally decided to get with the times and change the way test flight works, is that it can work off of a link. So we're much more in the same style of way Google Play works. So now all you have to do is you look in the Twitch page down below there. You'll actually see the links. So if you have Android, just click the link for the Google Play. If you have iOS, click the link and it'll fire up test flight that you can sign up for. Or if you want to try it on your PC, just click on the PC link. It's a little zip file. Just drag that out and give it a try. I'll visit Mac in the future, maybe, but not yet, because I don't want to pay for a $100 license to Apple, since I don't know if I'm going to be doing that one or not. So holding off on that one for the moment. But anyways, give them a try. If you want, please give them a play and look for bugs. That's the key thing at this point. Because if you guys don't find any bugs, I am going to release this thing. Come hell or high water. It's going out the door. Okay. So what I need to do is track down why it's not refreshing this one when I come to here and I say select icon. Excuse me. So we say toggle select icon menu. Oh good, it's here, so I can actually do that every time. Oh, but I gotta refresh the right thing. So I need it in this one. Let's go. Let's see, icon group. Let's see. Launcher, card, icon group. Nope. That's what I wanted. There it is. Alright, and we do have a script on this one. So let me bring up this guy. So let's do this. Go public void refresh icon. So all I want to do is just everything that's here. Without resaving. So we want get. And then the default value will be island 0, icon, the first icon, and the first villager and the first icon. One more parentheses, and it's good. So we got that, and we'll say vector 3 icon data is equal to that guy. There. So let's see, villager number. Alright, so then I could yeah, rather than like reinvent the code here, if I just bastardize this, why not? So we just recycle this function call, the villager number, excuse me, let's see, update. So that would be icon data y, and then the icon number data z. So, and it will, why is it airing out? Int. Oh, because it doesn't believe me when I promise that it will only be ints in there. It has to be proven. Okay. So, yeah, this is kind of crazy. So I'm loading the data and I'm turning around and saving it right back, but, you know, at least address it. So, oh, but I gotta call that when it actually gets fired up. So, and that is public. Yeah, refresh icon. Okay. Selection bridge. Start. All right. Ledger icon selection. We'll come to it that way. Neo Tokyo, what's up, man? How's it going? Just back from the doc. Unfortunately, it was a checkup and she rescheduled for the 22nd. Earlier, I downloaded the updated VV but didn't play it. I was watching CES. Did you hear about the AMD Radeon 7? I didn't. It's a funny story. Actually, I went. I'm in Vegas, right? So CES just down the street, and I have a pass. But I was actually gonna park at this other location that was doing a VR demo, but then they offered shuttles, but then the trick was the shuttles only went one way and wouldn't take me to CES. So I drove over to CES and found out they were charging $40 for parking. And no. Yeah, I'm not paying $40 just to park my car. I could have been like more sneaky and just parked way down on the south end of the strip and taken the monorail up, but at that point I was kind of deciding that I didn't want to waste the time. So long story short is that I still have a badge, but I've not gone to CES yet because I'm hanging with you guys instead. But no, Radeon 7. So they just announced a new iteration of the card, did they? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I just, I talked about this a while back, but I just got myself a brand new computer for just over Christmas, and I steered clear of the Radeon for one simple reason. I don't know if you heard about that, but the Radeon was having issues with the wireless controller for the Vive headset, right? There was some kind of conflict, and it was causing it to blue screen. So it's going to increase performance by 25%. I noticed a Blender benchmark at 27 and OpenCL at 62. Holy crap. It's next gen 7 nanometers. That's just crazy. For $700. Wow. So that's awesome, man. Okay, oh, so yeah, we're talking about the actual graphics card. I was talking about the processor, wasn't I? Yeah, and I've had a Radeon before, a million years ago, but for me, back then, Lightwave was my bread and butter, and I was having all kind of conflicts with the Radeon card, and this was a million years ago. But as a result, I sort of jumped back to NVIDIA and haven't returned. But those are some impressive numbers. $700 price tag though. But I guess if that's pretty close to top of the line, that's gonna be a pretty good price. So that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, I'm still having second thoughts about not going down there, but, I got so much. I got a IGDA meeting to go to tonight, and then I have a Unity user group meeting tomorrow night, which I'm hosting and giving demos at, which I haven't prepared for, so I got to do that tomorrow. So I guess my point is finding time for CES at this point is a bit of a challenge, and as you demonstrated, there's so much that you can just find off of the internet, unless there's something that you really got to see in person and just put your hands on. It's getting harder for me to motivate myself to actually go down there when I could just keep working away. Sweet. Yeah, sweet. Yeah. All right. So then I guess what I need to do is go. Let me purge this out. You're hosting a Uni meetup group. How did this happen? Basically just because no one else wanted to do it. We've had a Unity meeting here in Las Vegas for quite a few years now. There's one significant gaming company that's been around since the dawn of time called Petroglyph, which came out of the ashes of Westwood, I believe. And they were hosting it for a couple of years. And then a couple of guys that were working there were also kind of managing the group. And then, they both sort of picked up and moved away. So the group kind of went dormant for a little while. But one of my fellow Unity friends and I just decided, great guy named Alex State, who's a major VR guy. But he and I talked about it, and we just said, let's pick it back up. So he and I have been hosting it. And it's no big deal. It's one of those things that you just tell Unity that you want to host a Unity user group meeting, and they're fine with it. And if you have enough of attendance, Unity will actually throw you some love. We don't. We're a smaller community here in Las Vegas, which is surprising. You'd think because we have all these casino companies, and most of them are using Unity nowadays, you'd think we'd have a larger Unity developer base. But our attendance tends to be in the neighborhood of 10 to 20, which is not bad. But we're all just gung-ho fans of Unity. So, I'll talk about some stuff. Other guys will talk about different things. What kind of love does Unity throw you? Coffee money? I think some of the big ones, like LA, the Los Angeles one, which I've attended a few times when I was back in LA, they can have attendance upwards of 100. So yeah, I think they probably get some coffee coins, some money for pizza and that kind of stuff. Or if it's big enough, they'll also send Unity evangelists out there. Some of the guys that actually work for Unity will come out and give presentations, which is always a big draw too, And we had that, last time we had that here in Las Vegas was a bunch of years ago when Microsoft was pushing the Windows Phone. So they did a cross seminar, that was promoting Unity and its conjunction and its use with Windows phones. But that was, oh geez, man, that's at least 4 years ago. So unfortunately, we've almost had them come out and visit again. But I guess when you have just a user base of 15 to 20 people, they're kind of going, yeah, not really worth the effort. But it's nice. There's a place called the Innovation Center. Innovation because it's NAV. It's like playing on words because it's Nevada. It's witty. But it's this really nice tech building, and it's associated right there with the Switch building. And Switch building is one of those server facilities that's just filled to the brim with computers. And it's a really nice facility. It's only a few years old, and they're nice enough to let us they sponsor us and let us hold our meetings there. And just a beautiful building. You know what? I'm so appreciative of these guys. I'll show you. I'll give you a quick little plug of this thing. Innovation Center. So this is actually where we hold the meetings. Well, okay, not in this room. This is the main room. The Indie Game Developer Association, the IGDA, now they have a bigger attendance than we do. And this is basically, this is going to be me tonight. I'm going to be in this room for the IGDA meeting tonight because, oh, talk about having big speakers. So IGDA meeting, oh, that's actually next week. So tonight there's going to be a developer who's going to talk about data-driven software design. But next week, IGDA is doing a meeting that is going to have one of the head honchos of Unreal, the Unreal Engine, come out from Epic and talk. So that's why they get the bigger room, because they got a lot more people. But yeah, that's the Innovation Center. See, you can see the NEV because it's like Nevada. See how that's a cute little play on words. But very nice. Oh, so this is more like one of the rooms. This is where the Unity meeting tomorrow night will be held, in one like this. You know, it accommodates 10 to 20 people. Okay. So this will be us tomorrow night. Not this one. Whoops. Oh, this is like the, yeah, not this one. Yeah, that's if you got a much bigger attendance. So that's it. That's the Unity user group. But I'm happy to do that because I'm working away here, so just going out and hanging out with a bunch of fellow Unity people is always a good thing. And just being sociable. And it's also like 6 miles away from me, so I like that fact too. It's nice and convenient. Unlike LA, if something is 3 miles away, that's still a 2-hour drive. But here in Vegas, everything's pretty much close. Alright, so what was I? Oh yeah, I needed to find out. Let me fire this up. So I need to figure out when I bring that up. So I'm going to come here, and then this guy. Oops. That's not quite correct. I need this one. This is toggle select icon menu. That's under main menu. There he goes. Okay. Is it done? Well, done-ish. The beta's out. At this point, yeah, so if you look down below, you see the links there. There is the links for iOS, Android, and PC. So you can give it a try. Is it done? Yes-ish. At this point, what I'm doing is I'll show you my list here. I'm just going back and adding tweaks now. Although I did forget about this. Downloading for PC. Awesome, man. Give it a try. So, yeah. The show icons. So I put all that effort into putting all those icons together, and I realized that they're actually not shown anywhere. So I'm trying to correct that now. Which, you can see it pops up here now, which is kind of cool. Wait for it. Boom. There you go. So here's your icon, right? If you want to change it, click it, and you come straight here. So, and then the only thing I got to fix, as I was demonstrating before, is the fact that this updates, and then we come back to the main menu, this updates, but then if we come back to it, we'll see that this reverts back to the base character, which is what I'm fixing at the moment. But I need to add this too when you do an online match. I want these icons to show up too. So it shows a little bit of your personality, right? Hopefully, depending on which icon you choose. So I need to add that. But aside from that, if you look at my to-do list, there's super minor things. These are, like audio plays when you show an ad, right, on mobile. I gotta fix that. Minor things, right? Leaderboard right now, it loads in literally all the records. I need it to go 10 at a time so it'll load faster. If you turn off all the sound effects, the sheep still go meh, so I gotta fix that. The player levels up. I'm gonna little message let you know that you've leveled up. But yeah, all these things are pretty minor, right? With the exception of down here where I want to start revising the AI and make him a little more human-like. Just make his play a little more dynamic. But these are all, super, super minor tweaks. So, yeah. That's why I say the game is done-ish, what I have right now, with the exception of the fact that this is kind of glaring, but if you come in here to options and hit credits, you got a whole bunch of nothing. So I should put something there, but aside from that, everything else is pretty much just minor. That's interesting. Is trying to set a new goal for a villager even though I'm not playing a game. That's kind of freaky. Okay. So let me come back here to toggle selection menu. If it is not active, customize menu, setup selections. Let's go to that. There it goes. All right. Then we instantiate. Hola. Hola a todos. Hello to you. Hello to everyone. In English. No, I actually figured that one out. Mi español es muy malo, pero hola. Hello to all. That one I was able to actually translate on the fly. There you go. All those years of high school and college Spanish paid off finally. Wonka Studios, welcome back, buddy. ¿Cómo estás? So, I was just mentioning, I finally actually have a beta version out. So, if you are Android, PC, or iOS, you can actually give the game a download and give it a try now. Not totally done, but really close. So, welcome. Welcome, Wonka Studios. Welcome back. Okay, so we need to extract the icons. Let's see, set up icon selection. Icon menu. I guess I do as a broadcast, or do I have it there? Let's see, icon selection menu. Icon selected. Alright. It's not this menu. Because I have like multiple. Is leveling turned off? No. No, it should not be. I'll tell you what, if you come into the player info, so on the main menu, right here, there, and if you hit this, right, you'll actually see your level, right? This is me just setting this arbitrarily so I could show the AI, but it'll show your level and then how many villagers you have to win to move up to the next level. I was here 2 years ago, but I could not go through the university. How is the game going? The game is going really well. If you see below, there's links down there. So if you have an Android, you can download the Android beta, or iOS, or the PC. Does single player count towards progress? It does not. It does not. When you're just playing a game like this, because I didn't want you to be able to like farm that, you know, just to play a ton of single player games. I mean, I would listen to feedback if that's something that I should put back in, but I wanted the leveling up to be more of something that you earn, because my motivation is to get you to play online games, right? So part of that is the leveling up process would hopefully come in from the multiplayer and not the single player, if that makes sense. So that was the mindset of why I give you villagers off of multiplayer only. So I guess technically you could play the single player for like a week and get really good, and then when you go online, you know, you're gonna be playing people that are just starting for the first time, and you could, you know, destroy them maybe. So I mean, it gives you a little bit of an advantage, but yeah. And then I guess the other thing too is because single player is playable offline, right? You don't have to have an internet connection. But if you want things like villager, new villagers awarded and all that kind of stuff, that normally that has to happen when there is access to the server. So that was another reason too. It's just I thought it was cleaner just to say if you're going to play locally, then I'm not going to worry about going online. You know, I believe that the game don't be in my country for Android. I will see if I can download this in PC. Oh, you definitely can on the PC because that's my website. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's not available to you on Google Play. I thought I had that set up for everywhere. But yeah, definitely you can download the PC version anywhere in the world. Because that's, like I said, that's actually on my own website. So, sorry about that. That's interesting. I'll have to go back and check that. Let's see. Oh, I'll look at that later. But I'll try and see if it's limited to only US, because I'd like it to be much more broad than that. But I thought I had it open. But, okay, I won't check that now, but I'll check that here shortly. Okay, so let's go outside of this, clear the logs, come back to my script here. Okay, that's why I want to refresh icon, selection bridge. Excuse me. Let's see. Wait, I have that on here, don't I? Icon select. Yep, there it is. Okay. So, once I instantiate that, icons. No, that's not the right one. Alright, what am I missing here? So for main menu, so icon menu, so icon selection. Nope, that ain't right. Yeah, so yeah, definitely give it a try on PC and let me know. The only catch with the PC version, of course, is that you won't be able to watch videos or to purchase coins, because that's strictly set up for mobile. But I do have a little button on there, so if you ever drop below 100 coins, hit the button, boom, and you automatically have 500 coins. But that's just kind of the way the in-app purchase stuff is set up, is that it's geared more towards mobile. You know, and if I start doing the desktop version, I'll have to work out, depending on which platform I go to. If it's Steam, you know, then I have to set up a IAP, the in-app purchase stuff, through Steam. Okay. Send message. So he's there. Icon selection menu. So it should be here. Instantiate. Oh yeah, okay, this is correct. Okay, that's the right one right there. So you say icon menu, send message, and it should be what? Refresh icon? Yeah, refresh icon. That was messy, but I found it. It's all convoluted because it's dynamically loading that object in the script, so it's not as pretty as it could be. So there. So when it loads it, it should refresh the icon now. I'll trust that I got it right, otherwise I'll throw in some debug logs and figure out why it's not. Okay, so this is the character we should see. When we click here and click here, it comes up. Whoa! That's not even close to being right. No, that's totally wrong. Okay, so go refresh icon. Oops. In here. Alright, so here we go. Refresh icon, and this is totally screwing it up. So let me put this below this. Let's see. So that's island. villager. They chose an icon. Zero. Oh. This is just stupid on my part. So I was doing it before. I was doing A equals 1. But then I was doing this as 0. So that's my mistake. So this is bad. This is so inconsistent on my part. So in one of them I do it as the base is 0, and when I do the base is 1. That's just ugly. Okay. But it actually did fire it off, so that's half the battle. Whoa! Okay, so we switch over to her. So if I hit customize, still showing her. Good. So that's wrong, but we'll say let's go to the big mouth guy here. So we come back. There he is. So now if we come in, he's correct. Boom, done. That's it. So that's working perfectly now. So we can choose any one of these guys. Can't choose them yet because we haven't unlocked them. So that's all working perfectly. So we'll do the distressed villager guy. There he is. And if you come back in and check one more time, we'll see that, yes. Awesome. Alright, so that handles the main menu. That's all set up correctly. Now the next trick is I need this information to get sent to the opponent player for an online match, so it displays all that correctly. So, and as I was talking about before, when you start an online match, I immediately send the island and the mascot, but I need to send which guy this is now too. I think win percentage is broken. I won 4 out of 4 and it's saying 0. Uh-oh. Really? You're talking about up here? It's saying a win percentage is 0? So, is games played? Huh. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and purge this. We'll test this right now. I did make that adjustment because I had it flipped, where I was doing the calculation wrong, but that shouldn't have broken. So let me come back to my main menu. Main menu. Let's see. Well, let's see. Games won equals 4. Games played equals 0. Really? Crap. Okay. Games played equals 30. Yeah, well, yeah, you know what? Here we go. So, I've played 33, but I've won 75. So, I've won more than double the games I've played. So, yeah, something's broken. Great. Alright, let me check this out. Let me see if it's putting the values in the wrong spot, or if the games played is not getting updated correctly anymore. So, let's go client users, 1245, done, edit. Well, crap. Let's see, games played, 33, games won, 75. Yeah, so games played is not getting updated and incremented anymore. Alright. I mean, in hindsight, when I'm winning more games than I've actually played, I think that's a sign that something's wrong. So, technically the math was correct, you know. Although, actually, I guess if it was like 75 over 0, that should have been undefined. But I'm glad it didn't error out. Okay. So, games played, combo manager, and this is only on initialize, so that's correct. And let's see, set games played, initialize, and that's initialized player data. Right. Bum, Update winter stats. So games played. It should be correct. But obviously not updating. Games played. 33. When an editor and you drag a building to its spot, the circle overlaps the building. Yeah. That was sort of by choice. Let's see, you're talking about this. Customize editor layout. Let's go clear. Like that, where it's hidden. Is that what you're referring to? I did that just because I wanted the buttons to be on top. You know, so you can actually see it. So when the buildings are placed, you can actually see through. I guess what I could do is, when you're dragging, what I could do is make this building, its sprite level, come up higher. So if we check this bad boy out, his depth is 510. All right. Let me check this. Yeah, I got no way of. All right. So if I go, for example, if I go 520. No. All right. So it's not that one. It is. Let's see. Save level. Can't save level. Place building. Let's see. I gotta figure out where I actually do that. Unfortunately, I got no way of pausing this. Let's see. I think you can't actually pause it when you have the mouse button down. So I can't like move over and do it at the same time to select that. Okay. So. Oh, you know what? So. That's. Okay, you know what? I think that's it. Actually, here's the thing. No, that is correct. Okay. So I should be able to do that. When do you think the game will be 100% finished? That's a good question. It depends on how many bugs you guys find. You know, I mean, the stuff I'm working on now, most of it is just things that, excuse me, I'd like to add with time. So none of these really, as far as I'm concerned, prevent it from getting released. So I'm gonna let you guys play with it for a while. I need to make a gameplay trailer, so I have a way to promote it. Excuse me. And once the trailer is done, and once I get a sense that there are no more bugs that I'm aware of, then I will actually get it out the door and release it. So, I mean, I'm hoping within weeks. That's the goal, is within a matter of weeks now, just to have it completely done and out there. That's the goal. But until I know how many bugs and stuff I'm dealing with, you know, I won't know for sure. That's strange. So, even though he's 520, he's still appearing underneath. ¿Por qué? Why is that? Oh, it's the building group here. Okay, so let me just crank this up to 520 as well. No, he's still underneath. So what if I just drop him down to, let's say, 100? There. And he still wants to be underneath. That's crazy. Okay. Unless I have him on a layer. So test group. Widget. Alright, so maybe it's because of that. Building group widget. So if we bring the widget forward, see if that lets it. Nope, it's still underneath. What the heck? That's frustrating. Clear. don't know why the power meter popped up there. That's interesting. That's a minor glitch. The blue reload meter pops up. Huh. Interesting. Not sure why that. At the moment, I'm doing University Works, but I already downloaded the game, and as soon as I can, I'll play it and find all the possible bugs. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Cool. Happy hunting. I hope you spend a long time, and I hope there's nothing to find. Although Hawk's already found a couple of minor things. So I gotta figure out why the heck. Let's go to 2D here. Alright, so let me just grab this bad boy. Really? Why is the blue meter? Excuse me. That's funny, the blue meter is just popping up randomly, like the AI is controlling it. Is rebuilding buildings in its own head, even though there's no game being played. I have no idea why that blue meter has a life of its own. This guy right here. Oh well, that's minor. That's a glitch. I mean, you can't click on it, can't do anything with it. Alright. So why does this guy not want to go on top at all? Boom. So building, we'll say he's like 5,000. 5,000. Huh. That is so strange. Yeah, because the layering is set in the proper way, so I don't know why he's going on top. I guess just never bugged me before, which is why I didn't make it as much of an issue, but alright, so just for the fun of it, since I'm mucking around here, if I put him on here, circle, he's on 100%, tower, he's at 5,000, so there's no reason for that at all to be underneath. Zero. Oh, weird. And it just went underneath. Look at that. What the heck? Is that just the UI glitching out on me? He's underneath. Zero. Huh. Alright, so maybe it is just as simple as dropping all these guys to zero. Dragon Dust is here. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, welcome. iOS is available. That's right, dude. I gave you the heads up on Discord too. I tossed it out there to you before I promoted it publicly, so you were the first to know officially. So yeah, welcome, man. All right, so I'm gonna throw that to zero. Let's see if that makes this behave. Yeah, it just came alive too. I submitted it yesterday, and they've been sitting on it all that time. And literally an hour before I started the stream, it switched from waiting for testing to ready to go. So, finally. Edit layout. It's a little clear. There he goes. Okay, check it out, man. Now the buildings are on top. Oh, but yeah, there he goes. Oh, why are those guys not hitting now? Huh. And now it doesn't want to hit the colliders for some reason. What is this? Oh, tile backdrop. 499. So why do I have the tile backdrop there? What is that for? I'm just going to turn that off and see if it behaves. Yeah. There it goes. All right. So let's try that again. So there you go, Hawk. I think that's actually going to address it. So, for whatever reason, NGUI doesn't like to get like revised while it's running. So if I just did it offline when it was not active and then brought it back, it looks like that actually addresses it. So let's go clear. Let's check it out. Yep. There you go, man. Buildings are on top. Pretty clear as day there. There you go. There it is. There. Simple fix. Which, by the way... yes, we like the simple ones. Cool. That's good. Alright, I'm going to throw that up to 6.2. So at least I know it's installing it right now. Cool, man. Give it a try. Yeah, I fired it up on my iPad that I got here. And it looks like it's behaving nicely. You can let me know if you find anything that I missed. Oh, there is one thing I'll point out that I am totally aware of, and that is, it's already fixed now, but I'll show you. Let me switch to, oops, that's not right. To this one. When you would hit one of the buttons sometimes, and you'll notice this when you play it on the iOS version. If you're playing it on a iPad, so you have like more this 4:3 aspect ratio. If you do something like oh, I'm not online. Why was I not online? Play as guest. Huh. So like free coins. So if you hit this, the black background would like not cover the whole screen. So if you're gonna play on an iPad, you'll notice, and I've already fixed it. As you can see now, it's already addressed, right? But, I mean, what it would do, it would look kind of like... Let me pause it. It would look like this. Whoa, why did it go to 5,000? There. Not quite that extreme. Kind of looks like that. Trying it first on your phone. Okay, then you won't notice this. But anyone that plays on an iPad will notice that the background kind of goes like this, where the black doesn't reach the top and the bottom, which I've already addressed that. So anyone that sees that, don't worry about it. Next iteration will have that knocked out, but it's a minor inconvenience. Doesn't really affect anything. But I just, the 4:3 aspect ratio, man, that's just not my thing. I much prefer 16:9, 16:10. So we'll drop it back to our more rectangular shape there. Alright, he pops up nicely. You can go through all the different choices, like so. I like that one. He's all angry and yelling, and then it updates that. Cool. Alright, so I need to add this now for the online game, so it actually pops up when you're doing... Here, I'll fire it up. There. So I need to figure out... I guess I could put the icon here and here, right? So icon group, yeah, the GUI, it only refreshes when it's running, so I can like do this like frame by frame because I don't want the menu to like finish up. But let's see, I could do it there, or I could actually put it by the side like this. What do you think? Do you think it looks better like that? And then over here, it'd be like this. Something like that. Oops, too far off. Something like that. There it goes. So the online is actually against other people, or do you have it set to AI for now? Both. If there's someone to challenge, like, tell you what, here you go. If you want to do this, if you either want to tell me your player number, or you can check out mine. So if you go here, I was going to do this in the future. I'm going to do segments where I just have a segment where I'm going to call it Beat Your Maker. So so I am guest with a capital G, guest underscore 1245. So if you go under online game, say challenge a friend, and if, you know, it's like I have, this is Scary Robot Games, that's my Google Play login, so that's my Android right there. So if you go add a friend, right, and you type guest underscore 1245, I can't add myself, so it should come up and say, well, it can't find me, but that's just because, should just be because it can't find myself. Hopefully that's the case. I can, yes, you can, yes, absolutely. You can, player versus player on your brother, anyone that you want to, like, just smack around. Alright, let me make sure that I didn't break something in the guess. I have not touched this code, the friend stuff, in ages, because I thought it was all behaving nicely, but let me double check here. So customize, oh, not customize, online game, challenge a friend. No, I actually added that one, so I think it's just the fact that I used to have a message that says you can't add yourself. But let me go online game. Yeah, so here you go. Here's iPad version that I'm playing off of right here. So I'll say add a friend, and I'll say guest underscore. Oops, that's not underscore. Where's my underscore? You see me pushing it away? Sucks getting old, man. Your eyes just go to pot on you. Game Center Connect doesn't work. Okay. It should. Are you online right now? You're definitely, like, online. It should behave. That's... Where's my underscore? Yes. Okay. Because, let's see. Go cancel. 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 Yeah, because this is Game Center right here, and I believe I'm connected. Let me, I'll log out, log back in. All right, and all right. So you start off with the old. Oh, sorry. Here, let me unplug. Wow. All right. So here's the old Game Center message. Right. So I say link in with Game Center, and it's logging in, and it was successful. So what you can do is, if you want to, third try worked. Okay, well, you know, blame Apple for being finicky. How about that? But guys, also keep this in mind too. If you ever hit a situation where the game crashes or it locks up, right, or does something funky, remember what you can do if you want to try this is the top left menu, right, or the top left of the screen. If you tap that 3 times in a row, right here, you see a little white box that'll pop up. Triple tap that, 1, 2, 3, and then you get this editor that will pop up, and you can hit console, right? And it'll actually show you the log code, right? So that'll help you, and then obviously the key thing to look for is if you see like the little error messages, which actually I got a bunch on this for some reason. I don't see them. See what it didn't like. Oh, okay, that's just network calls, so that's fine. But, yeah, so you can scroll down to wherever you are, and hopefully it'll give you some information that'll help me, too. So if you guys find a bug, right, and if you can bring up the console, then you can actually sort of, like, grab some text and give me some better context, and hopefully tell me even, like, maybe what script and what place in that script that went nuts on you. So... Hope that works for you guys. All right. Oh, and I forgot I brought this up because I was going to see if I can add myself. Make sure that is still behaving correctly. So I'm going to say online game, challenge a friend, add a friend, and I say guest. I literally cannot find underscore on this stupid thing. Oh, there it is. Boy, Apple makes it challenging, don't they? Say return. Oops. Add. There you go. So I added myself. So if I just challenge myself right now. So here we go. I'm going to hit challenge. Right? And then... Uh-oh. Something broke here. Why is it doing villager calls? That's peculiar. Alright. By the way, AI doesn't seem to know how to use the tap to repair faster feature. Right here. If we scroll down to my... Here. Revise AI villager management. That falls under that one. So, yeah. He doesn't yet. Right now, it literally is just, automatically he sets it at 2, and he fires and forgets. He never touches the villagers ever again. That is something that I want to tweak. It's functional, but it could be improved. So I'm definitely going to improve that. Did I make it in time? Yes, you did. Blow the stone, man. Welcome, buddy. Yeah. So I was just talking about the fact, and some people are firing it up. I've got the beta out for iOS, Android, and even a PC build that you guys can try out. So welcome, man. How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, you're here in plenty of time. I'm just getting warmed up. What I was trying to do is figure out if the friend matchmaking is working correctly. So I got the iPad here. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say online match, challenge a friend, 12:45, and then you'll see it actually pops up and it'll say if the person is available, and I'll say challenge. There it is. Ew. Okay. Text is kind of all over the place, but I'll say decline. There. Also, it doesn't seem like sending out villagers is useful at the moment because you can do much more damage in the time that they can repair. And that's true, and that's another thing I was talking about with, once again, I'm coming back to my notes, revise AI villager management. That, at least in the beginning levels, right, I think it's much more of a case of sending out the villagers later on, when you have a lot more buildings damaged, and it's much more of an urgent kind of strategy. But it's, if you do a strategy where, like, here, I'll show you. Excuse me. So, for example, if I set this to 2, right? Fire. If he hits... Oh, and then, of course, the AI is going to miss all day now. Watch this. Oops. Look at this. AI can't hit the broadside of a barn. AI is playing like a stormtrooper all of a sudden. There you go. Yep, there he goes. All right. So, there. I sent out 2 guys, right? So, the strategy that some people use is that they'll fire, and while they're waiting on the reload, they're just constantly working the guys like this, right? So then you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the reloads going, but you're also getting some good rebuild time in there, right? But, yeah, I mean, as by default, sending villagers out at the beginning of a match is just kind of foolhardy. I completely agree with that. But that's going to change once I revise the AI. I mean, this is something that you want to do much more later in the match. And also keep in mind, too, that you're playing a very beginner level right now, right? I mean, you can see the AI in my version is doing some serious damage to me because this is level 40. Look at that first shot, and he hits that power up right off the bat. So this is a much more skilled AI. So once again, his skill set is hopefully adjusting to your ability, right? So he's playing a much more aggressive game now, but still doing the stupid 2 villagers out there. So if he actually had all 4 villagers back on his catapult, this would be an out-and-out race right now, right? But he has a handicap just because he sent those guys out, which I will adjust. I'm going to, I probably won't do it today, but I'm going to do some tweaking where it's going to be much more dynamic, where he's going to look at how many buildings have I destroyed, how many has he destroyed, and is it worth it for me actually sending the characters out or not? So, but yeah, I agree. I mean, in its current form. Let's see. How long have you been doing game dev? I've been doing game dev realistically for about 10 years now. I've been doing it full time for 8 years. But I released my first game back in the very end of 2010. And so yeah, I guess it's actually increasing now, isn't it? Time's flying. But I've been using Unity pretty much the whole time. PC, yeah, yeah. It was funny because I was gonna tackle the PC version eventually, but then I was like running out of stuff to do on Monday, so I decided to take a stab at it, and it literally in an hour I had that build ready to go, which I couldn't believe. Also, it doesn't. Let's see. In the time they can repair, the clouds don't cover top right corner of island, so if you have a building there, you can still see it. That's cool stuff. Yeah, I know. I agree. It's that's something that I could tweak. I'll throw it in there. Make sure clouds cover all corners of buildings. Yeah. That doesn't bug me entirely. I think part of that is also kind of a strategy to, sort of like motivate you not to put them in the corners, But that's something I could revisit. And all that is just the cloud sprites. But for me, the trade-off is I'm trying to use as few of those sprites as possible to keep the frame rate up. So it's just me trying to, use just as little paint, but still paint the entire table. So I'm using as few sprites as I can of those clouds, but trying to make sure everything's covered. So, yeah, it peaks out on the corners. Yeah, and that's something that if I think about it, I'll come back and I'll tweak it. But, to me, it's not a end-all, be-all kind of a behavior, not a bug or anything. This is my, oh yeah, first time seeing the smoke clouds. Do I only play against other iOS players? No, it's cross-platform. So, I mean, I'm on a PC right now, and if any of you guys want to challenge me right now, it doesn't matter if you're on iOS, Android, or PC, or eventually Mac. If you go under, just have one big sprite. Yeah, then I would either have to have a sprite that is incredibly pixelated, or I'd have to have a sprite that's so big that it would actually just destroy my my file size. So, unfortunately, I'm having to make do with the smaller ones. But I'll revisit it. And part of that is also because of I think the key reason is because I was constantly doing camera changes for the last couple of years, right? I would completely re-guess myself, right? I mean, in terms of just the focal length on the camera and the physical position. So there have been times in the past where those clouds cover the buildings perfectly, but when I tweak the camera, yeah, corners start to pop out, and I've just been lazy that I haven't readjusted the clouds. But yeah, okay, fine, I'll get to that. But no, Dragon Dust, to answer your question, no, it is totally cross-platform. So if anyone wants to come over here, go online game, challenge a friend, right? And then go add a friend, and then just type in guest 1245, right? That's me, right? So hit cancel, and then hit challenge, right? And then it'll pop up here and say you've been challenged. And it doesn't matter if you're on Android, if you're on a iOS or PC, any one of those is going to reach me. And there it is. Speaking of, I'll accept. Let's go. It's go time now. Oh, and this is what I'm going to change too. I'm going to get rid of the underscore 1323, so it just has your name there. That's a minor thing. Oh, and I got the server data popping up. I'm sorry, I'll make that go away here. There you go, buddy. So, I'm not sure which... yeah, you're playing on iOS, aren't you? So, there you go. Uh-oh. Is he gonna... Look at that first shot, he nails it. Wow. Okay. Look at that, that's impressive. So I'm stuck. I'm so used to playing AI, I figure I have at least one more shot I can fire off before I have to worry about going after the crate. But yeah, you just proved me wrong in that one. Oh, and I just missed it. Look at that. I had all that time to adjust my shot, and I still missed. So Dragon Dust is actually destroying me here, guys. Oh, and I missed again. All right, I'll take one shot at the speed up. No, Dude, you're making me look bad. I'm getting destroyed in my own game. This is terrible. Look at this. Oh, man. I can hit I'm totally playing like a stormtrooper. Can't you just disable the building objects while the clouds are active? Yeah, absolutely. You can still go after the buildings with the clouds, but if your guys are put to sleep, there it is. Boom. That was close, buddy. That was really close. I'll be polite. I'll say respectful, because that was good, man. You got me down to 2 buildings. Oh, I gotta fix that. Okay. Plus 100 villagers message. Scale back Y 2.01. Okay, make a note of that. He let me win. That's funny. Oh man. All right, I gotta turn off that server thing there too. So give me 1 sec. I'm gonna come offline here for a second. So let's see. Good game, man. That was only your second game, and I've been playing it for stupid years. So, and that's one of the things I'm most proud of is the fact that even people that aren't gamers, I think there's a very low learning curve, and it allows you to jump in pretty quick. I have to train a little, but train a little, dude, man. You almost skunked me on your first try, and I've been playing it all this time. So I don't know if that just shows that you're natural, or if after all these years of playing, I still suck at my own game. I'm not sure which that means. So game controller, let's see, select online. Oops. Select online game. No, it's start online game. Yeah, so I'm going to just knock this out. Start show server time. So it won't pop up the text at the bottom. So if that's actually popping up on you guys, I'm sorry about that. I meant to turn that off. But it's beta. But yeah, good game, man. Alright, so I'll bring this back up. So if anyone wants to take another stab at me while I'm working here. Yeah, so just go under, once again, wait for it. Online game, challenge a friend, and just say add a friend. And I'm currently guest, what did I say? Guest underscore 1245. So if you do that right now and throw a challenge, but so anyways, that was a beautiful demonstration of the fact that Dragon Dust, I believe, is on his iPhone, which means that you're actually playing on a small screen too, man. I have the advantage of this giant monstrous screen, but it demonstrates the fact that cross-platform behaves perfectly, right? Now there is the issue that I've mentioned before with Amazon. Yes, iPhone. Sweet. There you go. So there's a demonstration of cross-platform in play. So there is an issue with Amazon. Hopefully it doesn't rear its ugly head at any point while we're trying it out, but I've had an issue with the server time coming out different for both players, right? Excuse me. And it's like it's shifted by literally 1 second. But because all of my data keys off of the server time, that 1 second offset completely messes up the game. And it's just one player, you see his shots start way far in, and the other guy's shots get delayed, right? Which is just crazy. Why does the AI keep trying to do... That's weird. Okay. I have to figure out... Why is AI sending out villagers in main menu? That's a peculiar one. So I'm getting these errors saying that the computer can't find new goals for his villagers to send out, but I don't know why he's sending out villagers, because we're literally at the main menu. So I have no idea what is... Oh, and you can actually see the... Look at that. Oh, you know what? I think I know what that is the fact that the multiplayer feature, the TeShareNet, the multiplayer, is don't destroy on load. So when the game restarts... Oh, here it goes. I've been challenged by guest 1322. Let's do it. Here he goes. Alright, so if it's guest, then I want to leave the full name in there. But if it's a user with a regular player name, I want that to just show their name and not their ID. Look at that, toe-to-toe. Dun-dun-dun. Oh, brutal. Man, you guys are making this a challenge right from the start. You guys are acting like you've been playing this for forever. Oh, and I missed. Alright, I'm going after the clouds here. And oh, look at that. I totally missed it. Oh, come on. I cannot suck this bad in my own game. There it is. There. Now, you can't look at your... Oh, what the heck? All right, see, now this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to send everyone out. Look at that. I'm not going to get... I just... Okay, respect. I just got destroyed in my own stupid game. Look at that. Now, here's the catch, though. Okay, so what you're going to learn quickly, though, is congratulations. You definitely destroyed me, right? Oh, that was you, Hawk? Okay, but look at what coins you won, right? As you look, because, you know, I think that was a 25 match, right? 25 coin match. But because you didn't destroy any of the secondary items, basically you only won like probably 25 or 26 coins, depending on how many of the secondary items you went after. So what you'll quickly learn is that, you know, just destroying all the buildings and going after the launcher is a terrible strategy, because you'll never earn any coins that way. I mean, if you just want to beat people, then you can do that. But if you want to beat people but also earn coins, then you also have to clear out the buildings, and then, as time permits, start taking out the secondary items so you can earn more coins, right? Which I added for the sole purpose of giving the loser a chance to hopefully sneak back into the match, you know. But, so the deterrence is, yes, you can destroy the buildings and destroy the launcher and win immediately. But the deterrence is the fact that you'll never make any coins that way, right? So, if you're trying to earn coins, that was a bad strategy. If you just want to embarrass me, then congratulations, you did that nicely. You just spanked me. So there you go. What were you playing on, Hawk? Was that on, let's see, are you on a PC or Android or iOS? I think you were loading the PC version, if I remember correctly. Excuse me. You can let me know. But yeah, man, that was a skunking there. PC Master Race. Well, PC didn't save me. Although I was playing... Okay, next time someone challenges me, I will go maximize here. Just call him a hacker and you can... to keep some of your pride. No, it's gone, man. Unfortunately, I don't think he had quite enough time. You know, I could accuse him of hacking, but he's had... Put it this way, if he can hack the game after only downloading it, like, literally 8 minutes ago, then I'm doomed. So... I think I'd rather just say that I got my butt handed to me versus the fact that in 8 minutes he hacked my entire game and made it so he could instantly beat me. That's even more depressing. So I'll just like say goodbye to my pride and just kind of go, yeah, I just got spanked. Alright. So if anyone else wants to give it one more time to just go ahead and crank on me. That sounds like a challenge. No. No. Please, por favor, leave the data intact. Alright. So yeah, so before I actually plunge back in here and try and add the little icons. Oh, he's doing it again. Here we go. Oh, this is Dragon Dust. Okay. I'm going full screen this time, buddy. So go accept. Here he goes. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I want this to say Dragon Dust and nothing else. So I'm going to fix that. That's on my to-do list. But once again, minor. That's a minor thing. Alright, I'm going to aim for these guys first. Like that. Here it is. This is Sparta! What'd you get? Oh, the speed up? Yeah, you can have the speed up. Anyone in chat want to play a match? That's cool. Yeah, and ultimately, when there's enough users online, anytime you choose to play a random match, you're going to play a human because there'll be enough players on there. Right now, odds are good if you do a random match. Oh, nice try. Oh, come on. I should have just left it reloaded. Jerk. So, so if you do a random match right now, the odds, unfortunately, are pretty good that you're going to get stuck playing a bot. But in the near future, look at this. No, stop. Yes. Too little, too late here, buddy. There it is. No! Talking trash. And I'm missing. That's better. There it is. But see, the same thing. So I'll be respectful. But check this out now. So I destroyed basically nothing in terms of... Yeah, see, look. This is what I'm talking about. this is what people are going to learn very quickly, is that I got a cheap win, right? Yes, I did actually win the match, but you understand that I wagered 25 coins, and all I got back was 25 coins. So I literally just broke even, right? I got no coin benefit because I did not destroy any of his secondary stuff, right? But because my ego... Nice game, man. So, but... or is that just saying I played a nice game, or you actually liked the game itself? Either way, nice game. Thanks. This is actually a poor choice on my part, you know. And that's what you'll quickly learn, is the fact that just because you have the launcher exposed... Oh, Dragon Dust. Awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks. So just because you have the launcher exposed doesn't mean you should go after the launcher in the beginning, right? You have to try and get the bonus stuff, because if you destroy everything, then you double your coins, right? If I would have hit all of his secondary items, then I would actually win 50 coins, so I would double my bet, right? And that's something that you're going to learn very quickly. But for this one, you know, it is what it is. I need to change that too. I made a note of that. But yeah, thanks, man. Good game. So I was demonstrating how not to play the game, is what I'm saying. That was a perfect example of how not to do it. Look at this. Canadian Sean's here. Look at that. It's going to turn into a tournament. Yeah. So I guess at some point, I guess I should, if the game starts getting a base audience, then I'll look at doing like a tournament play, right? A round robin tournament play. No. Yeah, the win percentage is wrong. Yeah, that is definitely broken. All right, I'll make a note of that too. Isn't adding to games played. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. That used to work. My first real match, games played, is 200. I thought I had that fixed. I thought okay. Let's see. Where am I at? 3677. Yeah, well, it's okay. Just accept the fact that this is kind of busted at the moment. I do have a note on that to address it. It should be 50%, shouldn't it? Yeah, and it's funny because it was before I thought I had that corrected. Imager. What do we got? My spelling is gooder. Oh, wait. Yes, you can play PC with other mobile. Absolutely. It's cross-platform. It does not care what device you're... Wait, disrespect. Did I not spell that correctly or what? Or, let's see. D-I-S-R-E... Oh, there's an S in there. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Yeah, disrespect. Okay. Yeah, you look at that. You actually made me, like, you know, completely second guess myself. So, well done. Oh, gotcha. You're just talking trash on your opponent. I love it. That's great. And you do notice that what'll come out, too, is you'll notice that every villager has their own type of reactions, too, right? Everyone has their own animations. They're respect, neutral, and disrespect. Although neutrals tend to... That one I kind of left, since it is neutral. Neutrals tend to be just kind of going, you know, giving a shrug, right? But the respect and the disrespect is unique to each character. But, yes... Cross-platform, that is what I've been advertising since day one. So it does not matter. PC and eventually Mac. PC, iOS, and Android, anyone can play against anyone. As we were shown before too, I can't remember who it was I was playing with, had the iPhone. And he was playing me on the iPhone and beat me. I think that was Hawk, wasn't it? So yeah, I'm sorry. The game's won, game's played. That is definitely broken right now. Excuse me. So that'll be something that I have to obviously get fixed before I do a proper release, but you know, it doesn't affect the game, it just affects your pride. I think the games played isn't even correctly iterating up my 1 of 1 win rate. It looks like 900. Yeah, and I thought I had it fixed, but now let's see. for whatever reason, the game's played, I don't think is iterating. But I'll check into that. I'll make that work. But you know, this is awesome, guys. I'm glad you guys are giving it a good go, and for the most part, not finding anything major, but finding ways to smack me around. So nice. Let me come back out here. This is all behaving. All right. Oh, I got challenged again. Here we go. All right, let's do it. 25 coins. I accept. Uh-oh. Did I break here? Oh, crap. Look at that. That's not good. I'd say done. Oh, good. Erase anyways. Oh, there's an... Okay, I got to make note of that. All right, I'll do that afterwards because I'm going to get skunked here. So, yeah, so it was showing the selection menu, right? The customization menu. And you can see when I said yes, it hid the main menu, but it doesn't hide the selection menu until the game actually starts. So that was a whoops. So that was a good find. Doesn't break the game, but it is really annoying. So I have to fix that. Crap. Neither one of us is going for the cloud bank either. That's funny. So I'm going to see, now this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to go after some extra stuff here, right? There it goes. Emmanuwebs did a follow. Thank you, man. Emmanuwebs, thank you so much, man. Thanks for the follow. So at this point, you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to... Oh, you jerk. Okay, fine. There. Oh, I just missed. Crap. There it is. There he goes. So, but you saw what I did. Okay, I'll be polite since I'm on camera. I started going after the corn and the hay stuff. So now you see my destruction bonus. Not much. I got 3 extra coins, right? So, good game. Good game. So, and then I got my extra villagers. And I think, actually, that's wrong. If you lose, I think I'm giving you 100 villagers, too. So, I got to check into that. I forgot about that. If losing game, still getting 100 villagers? No, it gives you plus 25, doesn't it? You made that loan. Yes, I am a lone developer. The one thing to point out, I always do this every time, was the original characters that I was making I wasn't thrilled about, so I went back to a very talented artist I know named Daniel Thomas and had him redo my character designs for me. And unfortunately, I couldn't afford to hire him to do all the models, so he did the designs and I built the models off of his designs. But everything else is pretty much me. I am a lone developer, yes. So, oh, and then menu. Let me do that. Challenge game. Customize menu didn't hide when going to versus menu. Good. Okay, so that's a minor quirk, but I'm glad we found that. So this is perfect. This is great, guys. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled the fact that I put out here basically for the first day and you guys are just jumping all over it and give it a try. That is so awesome. But yeah, Emmanuwebs, thanks so much for the follow again. But yes, I am a one-person team. I look forward to the day that one of these games makes enough money that I can bring on other people and get the games done faster. Because this is basically 1.5 years worth of game development stretched out over 3 years. As I've mentioned before, I still do animation work. I'm an animator by trade. I've been doing animation for 20 years. So when animation jobs come up, I'll take the animation work, and that subsidizes the game development. So that's why I say it's dragged out over 3 years, just because, you know, I still get animation jobs. So that kind of wreaks havoc on the development schedule. And it's funny because this is, you know, 3 years worth of me also learning to be a better game developer and programmer. I've been doing it for 10 years, but just, you know, I mean, I'm still improving. You know, and I think the learning curve is definitely, I'm getting higher on it. I mean, I still got plenty of room to go because, I mean, as I said before, I'm mostly animator. I'm 85% animator, 15% programmer. So my programming could definitely use some improvement even now. But, yeah, that was fun, guys. Thank you so much for giving me the old challenges there. That's exactly what I was demonstrating. Hopefully in the game is the fact that you want to get all the buildings out of the way and then know they can go after the catapult, you know. And that's a situation too where that's when the villagers repairing buildings can come into play, because you can sneak out a guy, you know, just one, maybe leave 3 on your catapult so your reload time is still 75% the same speed, but that'll give you a chance hopefully to get a building rebuilt while the other guy is still plugging away. So even if he thinks he has time to go after your launcher and starts getting greedy and going after the secondary items, you may suddenly pop up a building, your force field comes back up, and now they're going, oh crap, you know, now they're having to, like, you know, go back, you know, and if they're not paying attention, they can get burned. Neo Tokyo. Yeah, okay, fine. True confessions. This is all Neo Tokyo. You know, I just slapped my name on there. So, yeah, so if you go in here, if you go into credits, I give Neo Tokyo total credit for everything. So if you hit credits, oh, wait a second. Neo Tokyo, it doesn't want to give you credit, buddy. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Are the user levels reset when the game comes out of beta? Yes, just because I'm going to be physically moving to a different server altogether. Excuse me. Because I have that issue with Amazon, AWS, I'm toying with the idea of actually setting up one of my PCs as the server. So I will run my server locally, which is terrifying, but that's probably going to be my solution. So if I do that, unfortunately, I will probably have to purge the data and start clean. And then part of it is also I want to do that because I've made so many changes to the user data. So there's a lot of people that when they started playing the game a while back, the user data was in a certain structure, and that structure has changed. So if they try and play the game now, it's going to break on them unless they just purge their data. So rather than kind of going one by one to each player that's in my database and figuring out who is up to date and who isn't, it's just easier to wipe the slate clean and start fresh. Are you gzipping static files on the web beta version? I think that's not the best idea. Am I gzipping static files on the web beta version? Excuse me. Let's see. I'm not quite following. Are you talking about the PC version that I'm doing, or boom, nice. Let's see. If you're talking about the data, how I'm sending it, I'm not OP Scripter. I'm not quite sure on your question there. Static files on the web beta version. If you're talking about the WebGL version, no, that's just an ancient old version that it's let's see. Yeah, the PC version. It's not the beta version, so I can't check. Yeah, with the PC version, I just zipped. You know, all the PC version is the executable and the data, right? It got some gnarly air there. That was some good hang time. That was cool. It actually was like flying right up into my screen too. You know, too bad you don't get high enough and I could actually get the launcher to shoot you. So yeah, if you're talking about the zip version that I have in the link below, yeah, that was just literally just the executable and just a folder with the data. Right? There's nothing, there's no installation or anything like that. It is just a quickie, simple solution for getting it out to you guys. It's not the beta version, so I can't check. Yeah. Although, the PC link down below, it is the PC beta version. Yeah, okay. Cool. Sweet. Alright, so that's good, but I found some other things to tweak, but I'm happy to say nothing has been like a game breaker so far, right? There's definitely some quirkiness that you guys have helped me find, but nothing that's been like makes the game not playable. I mean, it does suck that, yeah, that, no, actually, well, look at that. The game's played. It did increment up. Huh. That's peculiar. But then you guys were saying one where it was like reversed. Where the win percentage was 1 divided by games played. Oh, so no, this was correct. Okay. Yeah, so I did. That's terrible. So, because this account is so old, and because this thing is so wrong, the percentage showed 104 because that was technically correct because I had more won than I had played. So, that was my mistake on that. So, I corrected something that was not broken. So, let me go back into my code right now and actually... Uh-oh. Here it comes again. Boom! Hey! Oh, I just missed him. I was trying to grab him. Using SQL Server for your database. Excuse me. Yeah. It is an SQL Server, but I'm not calling it directly. For my user data, I will show you this. I'm using this bad boy, which, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the best plugins in existence for Unity. It's called Kombu, and he sells it for $35, which is just stupid, crazy cheap. And then the benefit of it, let me fire this up here. So, yeah. So this is my server, basically. This is, thanks to Kombu, I have all this access, this beautiful front end. So if I come in here, so I could be a jerk and, like, you know, go up to whoever was just, like, hurt me. I could, like, change his values, but I won't do that. But I can go, like, guest 1245 and hit search. All right, come back in here. Simplifies the database beautifully. Yeah, so I come to global data, and I can go in here and then games play games won. So I'm going to just, because this is wrong, and this is just because it was bugging out from before, so I'm going to put that to more reasonable 15. Hit save, right? So now if I restart the game, we will discover that the thing I fixed before I should not have fixed. So if you come in here and look at that, we say games won 15, games played 37. Yeah, the win percentage is 246. So let me fix that. Kombu. He's bombing like crazy, isn't he? Here it comes. Oh wait, did not go off or did I miss it? Are you out of bombs? Should I do that? Let's see. Games won. Update winner status. Let's see. I don't know what's going on. There it is. Oh wait, grab him. Oh, I missed. Okay. So what I need to figure out is, let me come back into my scene here. So, and this win percentage text. That's what I want. Yeah, so I fixed this the other day because someone pointed out that the percentage, I had 104%, and the reason why was because my recorded number of matches was incorrect. So I had that terrible number. So let me go ahead and fix this. Unless the win is getting added twice. That's not it, is it? Huh. Okay, I'm going to check this because this is definitely wrong. So on the next build, this will actually be fixed. But for the moment, it's still going to be broken for you guys. But I'll flip this back. There. Villagers stop repairing after a few buildings. Okay. Let's see. You mean they ran out of buildings to fix and didn't return to the... Or they got stuck? Or... I need some context to that. Because there was a bug before that if they were returning to the launcher, they could get shot and they would get stuck. But I believe that was actually fixed. Here. Whoops. Totally broken here. I've sent you a screenshot in Discord. Okay. One played. Yeah, and that's the Dragon Dust. Thank you. That was literally what I just fixed right here. This one. Because I had it before where it was showing it incorrectly, and I fixed it when I shouldn't have. So, They just return to the main building, and when there are buildings that need to be repaired, they just stick to the main building. And then, okay, so then your number was definitely not 0, right? I mean, they won't go back out unless, I mean, if this is 0, they don't go back out. So it was 4? Okay, so they finished this. Okay, tell you what, I'll do this. Let me pause this. I'm going to do a cheat here so I can track this down. Here's what I'll do. I'll try and replicate that right now and see if I can figure out what happened here. So you had it on 4, right? And you didn't change it. You didn't cycle through it. So let me go 4. Let me do this. Turn all these guys off. So he can't... There. Now he can't physically hit him. So he's going to finish that one. He's going to finish that one. Spamming the button. Oh, and he just put my guys to sleep. You jerk. I'm trying to figure this out, and he's, like, messing with me. But joke's on him. He literally can't hit my buildings right now since I hid them away to try and replicate that bug. Wait for it. Here he goes. Okay. Alright. So there. Oops. They just got tagged. Okay. So now they're back at the server, right? They're doing their load thing. Okay? So, and I've left it on 4. So now if I turn these guys back on, and if he hits a building, let's see if they come back out. No, they came out. Huh. So in my case, they actually behaved correctly. Oh crap, and the AI is just smacking me around. So, unfortunately at the moment I can't replicate the same thing. Because you see I have it set to 4. I'm not changing the 4. I'm doing like you said, I'm spamming the crap out of the button, trying to get them to build faster. For me, they just stayed at the main building. I mean, worst case, hopefully if that ever happens, you should be able just to get it to like recycle. Just by hitting it again, but boom. See, they came right back out again. So I'm not sure how to replicate it because it's not doing the same thing for me. But worst case, you should be able to cycle through and they should all come back out again. Just going through this should refresh all their choices. And that should make them come back out. But I haven't seen that one before. That's definitely a first. But I can't do it without cheating because the AI is too good. The state of the main building. Well, yeah, hopefully that was just, yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, if you can replicate it again, let me know. You know, if you could do it a second time, and just hopefully give me some more context. And you can see, even when they get hit, they all have different animations, right? It's kind of funny. You know, the main warrior guys just kind of go backwards, and then like the orc, he actually jumps down to the ground and just like peeks his head up and looks around like a little fraidy cat. Boom. All right, so they're going back. So they're all back at the buildings. Yeah, and they went right back out again. So, yeah, sorry, Hawk, I can't replicate it. So, unfortunately, I don't know how to figure that one out. Because, yeah, I'm doing exactly what you're talking about. And unfortunately, it's not doing the same here for me. So, wish I could offer a fix there, but I don't know. Alright. AI's being a jerk. Alright, I'm going to move this over here. Alright, so I do want to add the icons. Give me a sec here, guys. Sorry, just filling up my glass again. Uh-oh, here comes the bomb again. Boom! Oh, let me catch him. Ah, I was too late. That was a good one, man. That was some beautiful hang time. That one guy was launched. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that was some seriously gnarly air. Yeah, absolutely. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so I'm going to come back to the... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to... Okay, well, it's just going to come to here. Boom. Alright. 2D. Alright, so coming back to this again. You guys can offer your thoughts. There he is. Like that. Ah. Yeah, okay, I think that's pretty good right there. Icon group here. Whoa. Oh, you jerk. Okay. Let me come back at this again. Did I lose all my coins? Yeah, I lost a bunch of them there. Hit the wrong button. That's only 500. Oh, shoot. How do I know if I'm facing a bot? Will it say bot or guest? Honestly, my objective is to try and make it invisible. As I was talking about before, is I want to have I want to have a situation where you know, you want to go play online and you feel like you're always playing humans, right? So if I pull it off right, you know, the bots will hopefully be indistinguishable from the human players, but the bots will only come into play if it's going to find a human opponent. It's going to take 5 seconds to try and find a human opponent, right? And if it doesn't, then it will reluctantly fall back into the bot, right? But you know, hopefully you will not be able to tell the difference. You know, that's the goal. For some reason, also when I get a new game, sometimes the enemy will have random red bars below their buildings. Yeah, you know what? Actually, that was coming up as well. I made note of that. Yeah, that's for some reason the AI is sort of continuing to play the game even after it's over. The AI is still trying to repair buildings. So I think I made note of that. Yeah, repair bar visible. Yeah, I saw that come up a couple times too. A glitch. No, it doesn't really affect the gameplay, thankfully, but that is definitely a glitch. Oh, wait. Also, when the villager's repairing and they get hit, when they get up and start repairing again, the button is grayed out? Really? Alright, that I want to check. It should reactivate. That might be a good find, though. Okay, so let me do a 2-player so I can try and simulate that. So let me take out this building. That should be easy to replicate. So we say 01. So he's going to work away. So like that. Boom. Huh. Okay, but then it never got grayed out. And they get hit when they get up and start repairing. Okay. So that's not happening there. So, tell you what we can do here is we'll try this as a 1-player game, and then oh, you had it at 4. Okay, interesting. Let me try that. All right, I'll replicate that. It's up to 4. Boom. No, so it's not doing it. Okay, I'll check one last thing to make sure it was a single player. Yeah, at least with that one I could control the environment, right? So how'd you get the sideways view? That's 2-player game. So if you want to play 2 people at the same time, right? So it's like one person controls this direction, one person controls that direction. So that's a 2-player local game. So there you go. Neo Tokyo. That's how you get that one. And this is fun too if you're on a tablet, you know, because then you're hand in hand, like beside each other, and you can start messing with the other person, and, like push them out of the way. So that always gets to be some nasty matches sometimes when you start falling behind and you start cheating like that. Okay. So let me do that. How does a 2-player game work on a PC? Good question. Keyboard, mouse. That's exactly how it works. Here, I'll show you. As a matter of fact, since I have this here. So I'm not using the touchscreen. So keyboard, there. So I hold down the space bar, right? Which, I'm sorry, I used to have that. I have that on the web page, but I don't have it. I should put a README file in the PC version, I guess. But so I'm holding on the space bar, right? And then arrow keys. Right and left is the velocity. Up and down is the direction. Just like that. Right? And then a fire. Oh, terrible shot, but you get the idea. And then, of course, this person would be playing with the mouse. So one gets the keyboard, one gets the mouse. And then I have keys set up for, let's see, is it... Oh, shoot, I remember how the... I have to go back and look. I have keys set up to actually change the... change that, but I don't remember offhand because I haven't messed with that for forever. Can you kill your own structures if you aim low? Absolutely not. I do not punish that. So, here. Let's see if I can... it went right through them, but... There. You can never hit your own buildings. No. I feel like the mouse player would have an advantage. You'd think so, but not really. The advantage of this is that with the mouse, you have to re-pull it every time. But with this, you can actually sort of like, get it dialed in much better and just make adjustments, like, just super minor adjustments. So I think it does balance out to a degree. But, yeah, I'm going to have to go dig to figure out what the keyboard's shortcuts again are. Touchscreen would be fun, easy to drag, and I imagine easier to have a more accurate shot. Just want to know if I could meme and kill myself at the end of a game if I knew I was going to lose. Nope. No, there's no harikari. There's no seppuku in my game. I think my technical mind would prefer keyboard versus mouse. There you go. Alright, so let me sneak out and bounce back over to 1-player mode. So if I can try and replicate what Hawk was talking about here. Alright. So then, let me pause this for a second, come out here. Alright. Get all these guys selected and ready to be turned off when the time is right. Yeah, commit Sudoku button. The entire island gets covered with squares with numbers on them. Okay, there he goes. So now I can do that. Alright, and now I'm going to send all 4 guys out. And hopefully he's going to... Nope, he's going to go after everything else. Oh, shoot. Getting the AI to actually shoot the same guys again. That might be a challenge here. Let's see. No, crap. Yeah. There. Nope. It didn't actually go away. So, I don't know, Hawk. You seem to be cursed, buddy. Because I think this is basically what you're talking about, right? I mean, they're getting hit. All 4 guys. But then the green plus went away on you. No, we do mean Sudoku. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, man. Once again, I think worst case is, I would say, should have taken a screenshot. Yeah, if you can recycle this, just through here, hopefully that should refresh what they're doing. So, let's see if I can, boom. So I'm just going like crazy. He's going to go for that stupid power up. Here, let me hit it. Oh, he beat me to it. Jerk. Oh, weird. Okay, so they just came back. Here he goes. So it did that. There you go, man. There it is. Oh, no, actually, I think it just repaired all the buildings. That's why. There's nothing. Oh, it returned because there's nothing to repair. Bomb. Boom. Where is he? Where is he? Down there. Oh, I missed him. What's up, Andrew? How's it going, man? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. The other half of the Below the Stone guys. Welcome. Hey, hey. So, as you might see, that finally got some beta versions out for iOS, Android, and PC. And you guys are helping test it out now. Oh, shoot. Let me turn that back off. You missed it. I bombed you. Yeah. Crud, Hawk. So I hate to say this, man, but I'm 0 for 2 in trying to replicate those things. I hate to say that, man, but yeah. I cannot make that happen the same way. Let's see. There. Okay, now the only thing that's different too is I do have that female villager in there. So I'm assuming that obviously since you're just starting off, you probably have just the male warrior guy. So I'll take another stab at this. Let me customize, select villagers. All right, and I'll make sure that there. So now it's definitely apples to apples, right? Right. Done. Win game. There. All right. So hopefully this should be exactly what you were up to. Yeah. Only the one warrior. Okay. Also, I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but credits didn't. Yeah, there are no credits yet. That's here you go. My remaining to-do list right there. Yeah. It's because it's literally going to say original character designs by Daniel Thomas and everything else by me. So I've just not bothered with the credits because they're going to be incredibly boring. There's not that much to tell in this game. Oh, shoot, I forgot to set this up. So I've completely neglected the credits this whole time. But yeah, I'll add that before release, of course. But yeah, I don't have a team yet, so it is going to be a very short credits list. Oh, he put me to sleep. Look at that, you jerk. 2, 1. Get to work, guys. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Okay, dude, there it is, man. Hawk. I got it to replicate. Check it out. There it is, man. It did not come back up. Okay, Sean, I'll try and make sure I get that spelling correct there. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to just hit 0 and try and bring them back and then send them back out. Or, oh no, wait, was that because they actually finished repairing the buildings, though? Hold on. Okay. Boom. Come on, hit me, stupid jerk. Why are you going after crap over there? You're supposed to be going after this. Okay, so yeah, they're coming back. Oh, so I don't think I did replicate it. Are the good starter tutorials for Unity, or what would you recommend? I would actually start looking at the Unity website itself. They have some really good introductory tutorials. Yeah, like Andrew said, absolutely, man. I've done a couple of classes where I've just sort of offered an introduction to Unity, and I always go to the rolling ball tutorial as a great start, because I think that is the best one to introduce you to all the components of Unity and also introduce you a little bit to the fundamentals of using a script and how you connect stuff. So I think that one's actually a fantastic thing. So there may be some good ones on Udemy. I haven't looked there, but I would say there are a ton now. There are an absolute ton. And actually, the new version of Unity has tutorials built into the editor itself now too. So I mean, it will completely guide you. You know, just like, okay, now click here and do this, which is a great tool as well, I think. All right, so come on, guys. No, why are you shooting this stupid cloud, man? Hit my guys. Why won't the AI do what I want to do in my head? It keeps playing like a regular game. There it is, dead on. And no, it's still working. Hawk, buddy, man, I'm not. No. I could get neither to replicate, unfortunately. So that's it. I mean, that was exactly the same thing. All four guys wailing away on the rebuild button, and he gets shot, and they all stumble back for a second, come back, and it did not actually get grayed out. So, peculiar. So, I'm sorry, I can't actually replicate that one. I don't know what I'm doing differently. But hopefully, like I said, with worst case, just recycling. You know, I mean, obviously 0. Yeah, if it's a 0, it should do that. So, I don't know, man. So I'm just like trying to break it now, just cycling through the villagers. Oops. Well, now they're asleep, so of course they're not going to work. I'm trying to beta test, and the stupid AI is trying to like destroy me. Jerk. Yeah. No, I can't replicate that one. Sorry, Hawk. Okay. I keep trying to add this, and I'm getting distracted, but I want to see if I can add the icons in a good position. So let me come back in here. Alright, wait for it. There. So, excuse me. To go back to the question was asked before, actually a couple times, what I'm trying to do with this is obviously this is a bot, right? You know, just because there's no one else really playing at this moment looking for a multiplayer game. But what I do is I base it off of your number, right? Try and make it close, and also your level number, right? So hopefully it feels like a human, you know. So at least at this part, it feels visually like you're playing a human opponent, but in gameplay, I really want that to feel like it's, you know, it feels like a fair match, right? He's not playing too good, he's not playing too bad. You know, and once again, if the game gets traction and if there are users online, you're never going to play a bot, right? There's always going to be a human to play, right? So this is only to make sure that it doesn't, you know, that's that snowball effect, right? If you go online and there's no humans to play, then you're going to quit. And if everyone goes online and finds no one to play, then everyone quits and you have no user base. But if you're playing a match and you find there's, you know, always someone that's jumping on board, then there's more incentive to come back, and you invariably snowball, and you have humans to play each other with, right? Was that like good English? Was like almost like doing a Yoda moment there? Okay, so icon group. Try this again. Frame advance, and I want him to be like here-ish. Yes? Yeah, that's actually good right there. All right, so I'm gonna jot this down here. This is at -505, -254, 0. Alright. And then come back over here. Duplicate them and drag them over here. So if I put them at 504, -254. Yoda. Yo! Play with each other, humans shall. Struggle. Okay. Oops. No, actually I should have left it where it was, shouldn't I? 5-4. If I might make a recommendation, the player might get suspicious. It's a bot if it always finds a match after exactly 5 seconds, so maybe make it variable between 5 to 15. I'll change it out like a maybe like a 5 to 7 or something, so you can't just time it. But I don't want you to sit there for 15 seconds because I wouldn't wait. I don't know about you, but even 5 seconds, I'm kind of going, let's go. You know, so if it took 15 seconds to find a random match, I think that might be a bit long. But yeah. Randomize the time to default to AI match. 7. Yeah. Good suggestion though. Yeah. So it's not, you can't just sit with the timer and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here he is. Oh, probably a bot, you know. So, but like I said, given time, I'm hoping that you don't have to face that anyways. I'm hoping that as soon as you hit it, boom, it just finds someone and immediately, because what it does is it produces a list and sorts it based on your level and obviously the match value, but the level's the key thing. So it sorts it by that, you know. So ideally, it's going to find someone that's near your actual level range, if not exactly dead on. Yeah, just until the population gets rolling. Yeah, fingers crossed, man. As soon as the warm bodies start coming in, AIs just get to sit on the sideline for the whole time. That's the goal. So 254. Why did you change on me? Yeah, I think that's good. So what do you think? You like? Do you like where the icons are here? And so yeah, 2 questions. Does this read pretty well? You know, you have like your icon and their icon. And the second question is, does it bug you that I'm actually displaying a red villager for the blue guy? The reason why is just I'm trying to avoid doing entire 2 sets of all the different villager icons. You know, having a red and a blue one. I would prefer just to have the one, you know, that you can overlook the fact that, okay, it's the red, but I already know, you know. Hopefully you guys can say that it's not that big an issue. The first bug where villagers refuse to repair. Oh, dude, send it, please. Either send it on the Discord or just pop it up here or something like that. Please. So, man, you're able to replicate it again. That's cool. So yeah, you guys can offer your thoughts. If, I mean, does this bug you? The fact that I'm showing a red villager next to the blue guy, or is it just you kind of like expect it? It's like, that's fine. That it's not, he's not like a traitor or anything like that. This is just the standard. All the icons are like the red villagers. You know, what I'm trying to avoid, as I was talking about, is may select. Oh, let me come back out of here. Is the backend part of Unity, or is it a complete separate backend implemented by yourself? It is myself. I'm using 2 plugins. I'm using Kombu, which I think is still up here. Yes, I'm using Kombu to handle the player data, right? So this is the thing which I was just showing. I think I still have it up. There you go. Yeah. So this is the web-based interface for Kombu that allows me to access to all the user player data, which is super convenient. And for the actual multiplayer game component, I'm using TShareNet, TNet 3. Oops. Yeah, this guy. So I'm using the combination of these 2 plugins. So TNet handles the actual conversation between the 2 players online, and Kombu handles the player data. Let's see. Oh, it's on Discord? Okay. Boom, boom. Oh, that's weird. And they're actually... Okay. So, yeah, this is what Hawk just sent me. throw this back over here. Check it out. So, I guess, okay, I'm looking at this, and my follow-up question is, what did you do? Yeah, I see a 4 here, and, of course, that's grayed out because, but there's buildings to repair there, and they're not going after anything. Okay, Hawk, that's fantastic. That is definitely a bug. Can you give me some context to, like, you know, I mean, did you just have it on 4 and they didn't come out? Or, I mean, how, the fact that you did this a second time means that you're able to replicate it somehow. So I would love to know the specifics so I can try and replicate that and squish that, because this is definitely a bug. It happens after the AI hits the stop power-up when the villagers are at the base after repairs. Okay, so I misunderstood. When you said they got knocked back, I was thinking like after they got shot, but you're saying the stop. Okay. Got it. Awesome. That's fantastic. Okay, I got that. AI hits stop power up. Villagers come back up, but can't build. Awesome. Okay, I was doing the wrong thing, so I can replicate that. Awesome. I should be able to replicate this with just a 2-player game. I just have to wait for the computer to give me... I can hard code it, but hopefully the computer will be nice and give me a the old sleepy stop sign here quickly. The first time I wasn't really paying attention. All right. Oh, crap. Okay. That's not the one I want. There. All right. But what I'll do is I'll just start wailing away on a bunch of these buildings. So they have to stay out there. Like that. Like that. Yeah, but Hawk, I think that is a full-fledged bug that you found for sure. That's not a glitch. That's not a nuisance. That's an actual bug. So that is a great find. Kind of obscure too. I mean, I'm not surprised I didn't come across it. You know, but all right. And the computer's gonna be a jerk. Watch, the computer's gonna spend an hour and not even send out a single stop sign power-up crate. I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to say the computer's being a jerk, but he's being a jerk. Okay. So there's lots of buildings destroyed on both sides. So either way will work. There's the stop sign. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll let these guys work for a minute. So they're wailing away. Right? So here we go. There. Okay. So that's the first part of it. So let's count down. Alright. So I don't know if you were like clicking on this the whole time or if you waited for it to pop back up. There it is. Replicated. There it is. Exactly what you're talking about. Completely busted. That's cool. Okay, so all that means is that after they finish the sleeping, it needs the little note to let them know that they can actually go... Oh, they actually did come back to life, but... So it did... Let's see, so... I'm not sure why they got stuck on the launcher, though, and they didn't go back out. After they repair all buildings, they go back to the base and refuse to go back out. Okay. Let me try that. Because I was hitting the button there, and I don't want to have that throw it off. So let's get another stop sign to come out. And then I'll send all 4 guys out. So we now, I just misunderstood originally how you were replicating it. But now that we're on the same page, I've already got the first half done. And let's see if we can get a second half here. Come on, stop sign. 3, 2, 1. Computer's being a total jerk here. Ah! Don't make me go in and hard code you. I will hard code you. Alright, I give it one more chance, and if it doesn't give me one, then I'll just hard code it to stop sign. Every time. In the meantime. Boom. Okay. Last chance for the computer not to be a jerk. Give me a stop sign. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ah, that's it. You suck. Alright. Let's come in the game controller. Power up. Wait for next power up. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. It will work if set number to 4 is greater than destroy one building, is greater than hit stop power up, wait till villagers finish, and return to base equals stuck at base if any other building is damaged. But, so they return to it, and then the building is damaged, but then they don't go back out. I think that's what you're saying, right? It's because when they return to the catapult, originally, they're doing it because at that moment there's 0 buildings to repair. But once they return, new buildings get destroyed, but the villagers just sit there on the butts and they're going, no, we're done. Okay, thank you. Let me grab that too. I'm going to grab your text there just as my reference. Awesome. Yeah, that's obscure, but definitely annoying. Alright. Can't even remember where I buried my stupid code for set active. Right. Power up. Nope. Ah. There it goes. Power up group left. Set active. True. Oh, this tutorial, that's not good. Game controller. True. Okay. Chosen. There it is. Hard coded. Delete me. Alright. And then 0 is, I'm not even sure which one it is. I think it's 1. We'll find out here shortly. Okay, so I just hard coded it, but I'm not sure which power up I'm hard coding it to, so we'll find out here in just a second. Okay, fingers crossed that 1 does equal the stop sign. In the meantime, I will start wailing away here. Nope. Wrong one. Nope. I guessed wrong. Alright, we'll try 0. Otherwise, there's going to be 2. I'm probably guessing wrong. I haven't touched the power-up crates in like literally a year, so I don't remember offhand how I have it coded. Coded poorly, I know. There's cleaner ways to do that, and I'm sure I know, but it's just the way I did it. I'm not trying to say that the guy doing all my programming for me sucks at programming, but Oh no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like I said, man, when the game hits and I can hire people, crap. Yep. It's 2. I had 3 to choose from, and I was wrong both the first 2 tries. Alright. Now we should be able to replicate this. Come on. Like so. Wow. Rolling the dice there, buddy. You're looking for a new guy. Wait. What the heck? Why did this still come up as cloud? Oh, no, that's the power-up side. Oh, that's not even the right... Oh, that's just the side, idiot. Why did you guys not tell me I'm doing the wrong thing? Let's see. Current power-up. There it is. And I even had it. Look at that. I didn't even have it detailed. I had it speed up. So it is 1. Idiot. Man, I swear. I'm like this close to firing my programmer right now, man. I know it's just making some wise remark. He knows I'm just trolling him. At least I hope he knows. Otherwise, wanted. Help. Alright. So now I'm 100% positive this is right. Excuse me. The sides will be randomized, but I don't care. Good. Okay. So I'll take out one more building here. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys get to work. Like so. Done. They're going to snooze. I guess they didn't have to destroy. Alright. Hawk, I'm going to leave it. I don't know if you, after they came back up, if you started hitting it again, or if you just let them go. So I'll just leave it. In hindsight, I shouldn't have taken out 4 buildings, because this is going to take a little while. You know what? That's going to take forever. I'm just going to take out 1 building. That was stupid. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, I'll just take out this one. The button is also grayed out. Okay. Yeah, so it's grayed out. And as soon as... There it is. As soon as that pops up, we're going to hit that. Boom. It's grayed out. Oh, you know what? It was probably just 1 building. This makes sense. Because, and here's the glitch. Because remember when it went to the second building, this thing came back online. But because we're only going to repair this 1 building, and then we're going to come back to the launcher, that didn't actually bring it back on. That's exactly what's going on. So this is a bug, but when it goes to a new building, right, if there's another one to repair, right, then this bug gets taken care of. But because we're not doing it, at this point now it'll never get that thing turned back on. That's it. So then it come back out. Oh, they did come back out. And then it came on again. What the heck? Let's try it again. So they went back to the... That's weird. So they repaired the building, went back to the launcher, but they did come back out again, though. So that's different. So we replicated the first half of that, but them getting stuck on the launcher when other buildings get destroyed, that one I'm not sure what we're doing differently there. Unless it was the building got hit while they're on their return trip, maybe? I'll try that. That's the only thing I could think of. Do that. So let them finish repairing the building. Wow, that's a big crew down there. I just looked at the all those little guys down there. That's a nice little collection there. Okay. Try hitting it while they are at the base. Oh, so wait? Okay. Not when they're returning, but wait till they actually... But I did that before, and once they were actually back, they came out. So I'm going to try it when they're returning. Nope, they went to it. Alright. So let me hit this again. Ah. There he goes. Okay, so this time I'll wait till they actually return to the base. Although I thought that's what I did a moment ago. Two, one. Alright, they're back at it. Alright, I'll let them finish. I just found out Control P is the hotkey for playing and stopping the game. Power up while they're at the base. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Like that. That was the part I missed, right? I think you're totally right. Okay, so now can I destroy buildings now? Or do I have to wait till they come back up? I'm going to do it now. There it is. Replicated. Boom. Okay, so that's it. It's after they wake up, this doesn't come back online. So they're not checking again. Awesome. All right. I got to do a quick restroom break. Hang tight, guys. I'm going to be back. Yep, replicated perfectly. Hawk, man, great find. Thank you, buddy. And I'll definitely squish that bug. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And kicked my drink on the way in, so I'm trying to open it without having it explode on me. You think you found another one? So all this time the game has been playing in the background and the AI is just stuck in a loop. Okay. Let's see, what's it, is it just firing on the same object or something, or what's it doing? Oh, you know what? Oh, sorry, I know what it is. You mean that, okay, so it's not making any progress, right? Is that, if that's what you're talking about, that will happen on the lower end. Let's see. Open original. Okay. Let's see. So, it's just firing for the power up. Okay. Oh, and it's shooting but not actually striking it? Huh. Okay. So it's all it's doing is shooting at the at this power up endlessly, and it's never hitting it. Is that what you're saying? And that could be... It should be able to hit it eventually because it should be doing a straight-on shot, but I sent a different screenshot. Oh. Okay. Let's see. This one was at 411. Oh, let me close that. Close that. Oh, here we go. Oh, so it's the left one he's missing? Okay. So he's shooting at it endlessly, and he just keeps shooting over it every time? So the way it's designed is that it knows the perfect shot. Excuse me. But it takes a couple randomized shots at it, and if it misses, then it does the perfect shot. But yeah, if the perfect shot is slightly off, then yeah, then I'll just have to double check that setting. That may be possible. Check AI shooting camera left crate. Perfect shot is off question mark. Alright. So it's either a situation where it's looping endlessly through the random, but okay, now tell me this, Hawk. Is it the identical shot every time, or is it like still kind of missing but all over the place? If it's the same shot every time, then it's definitely it is definitely a case that I just need to adjust its target because it's just off. That would help me a bunch there to know which is the case on that one. Okay. So as for this guy, let's see. Same shot every time. Okay, good. That's, to me, that's, no, you don't have to. No, you don't have to screen cap that. No, that's actually very good news because that just means that when it's hitting it, it's doing it on the random shots and it's just nailing it. And when it gets to the dead-on shot, it's just being imperfect. So all that means is that I have the rotation and distance hard-coded, but I guess it was slightly off for whatever reason. So I can adjust that and make sure that the dead-on is truly dead-on. But that's good news. If it's doing the exact same shot 100% of the time, that's good. That just means that my value is slightly incorrect. So I can adjust that. Awesome. All right, but first I want to jump on this one. And I know that's going to live. That's going to be under the villager script. So let's come in here and we say finish ducking. So funny story here. Finish ducking is actually the function that runs when you shoot a villager that's running around and he gets like knocked in the air or whatever like that. So in my original prototype, the first time I added the villager, when he would get shot, he would actually duck down, right, and then look straight up at the camera and like shake his fist at you, right? So that's why I actually called it originally a ducking animation, because he ducks his head down and then shakes his fist. And when I started changing all the animations, I just thought it was funny that the code was still calling it ducking. So I never changed it. So every time you shoot a villager, the villager goes into ducking mode. But when he finishes, he finishes ducking. So I guess it's either one of two things. It's either something that I'm not triggering in my code, or it's a situation where I have an animation event that is not kicking off like it should. So let's see. So let me bring in one of these bad boys. Let me come into my objects. Characters, Middle Ages. No warrior. Alright. He's running, sleeping, in the sleeping loop. Animation, there's no key there. Okay. No key there. Alright, so no animation event that I have on that. Let's see. Where's my ducking? Running scared. Oh, and then, yeah, I called the animation scared. Oh, no, that's actually when the island sinks. Sleeping, swimming away, taunting, temp run. Oh, ducking. Here it is. It's up here. So, you know, I do have finished ducking. So, okay, so sleeping. Do that. Alright, so let's see. So status equals sleeping. Stop sleeping. Where is the exit button? There isn't one. I guess on Androids, I kind of expect that you either have a home button, or, I mean, you can always do that swipe up and hit the home button. Or, I mean, if it's... Actually, you're on iPhone, right? iPhone, don't you just... You have the home button to pull you out of any app? Isn't that the standard approach? Or do I need to add an exit button for iPhone? Oh, what about PC Nation? Oh, crap. I didn't even think about that. If you went full screen, Alt F4 will be your friend at that point. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was so eager to put it out there, and I guess I was anticipating people would just play it, you know, just as a windowed, not as a full screen. So I didn't even think about dealing with the issue of the fact that there's no clean way, either Alt Tab and then right click, or Alt F4 to just nuke it outright. So, yeah. Not pretty, I know. I'll add that when I actually do a proper desktop build. But, you know, come on, betas were designed for the seasoned pros, right? You guys have a handle on this, right? Yeah, I'll put something in a README file, or maybe I'll just add something to the PC version. All right, so let's see, normal speed, sleeping. Oh, okay, and finish ducking. Shall I actually normal speed villager? Turn status. Oh, so let's go log. Let's see if it actually is. So I did piggyback the sleeping. After it finishes, I piggyback off of my finished ducking function. So let me make sure that it's actually getting called. Finish ducking. All right. So that's the first question. If it's designed, I originally had designed to just piggyback off of that function. And let's just see if that function is actually getting called here. There it goes. We'll wait for a stop crate to pop up. 3, 2, 1. Come on. There it is. Send everybody out. Oh, crap. Don't choke. There he goes. Okay. So, they'll finish here in a second, and then we'll check here in the console, and hopefully 4 times it should pop up saying finished ducking. It did. Good. Alright, so that's working. Return to building. Let's see. We're in the building, so it should be building. So, returning to building. Alright. Take another stab at this. There we go. Alright, let's wait for the power up. And then I'll switch this to 4. Let them go to town. And I missed again. There we go. Alright, clear this out. Let the countdown finish off. Yeah, returning to building. Okay, so it is actually executing this code. Status building. So let's see. Let me find start building. Yeah. Okay. There it is. So if repair tool. Turn to building. Yeah. Okay. So this should actually at least address the first half of that bug that you found, Hawk. So, if they're building, and they get hit with the old stop power up, the sleeping power up, once the sleep finishes, they should snap back, and that should come up again. Wait for them to get started. Tag. Good. Alright, let's wait for the countdown again. 7. Come on. Oh. And it didn't come back on. What the crap? Oh, I shouldn't have paused that. Okay. It may be possible that they actually didn't find the repair tool? Let's see. Or did I set it to false? I've been stupid. No, it's set to true. Okay. Oh, crap. Let me bail out, restart here. Okay. So what I need to check is if they have that, and hopefully repair tool is public, so I can actually see it. It is. Good. Okay. Alright. Click one of these guys. There he goes. Female warrior. Repair tool. Oh, it doesn't have it. Well, that would do it then. Okay. That's interesting. So, alright, so what I need to do is tell the villager to find it once he actually comes active. Let me get the naming right. Let's see. Unless I shouldn't actually do it. Let's do. Oh, did you post something else? No. Okay. Okay. So repair icon. Oops. Okay. This A equals such repair collider equals true. Repairing, right. Okay, there it is. Okay, so it's under building. Okay, so something's not getting turned back on. Let me come back to villager. Start building. Building now equals true. Status equals building. Alright, so let me just do it this way. Maybe if I just throw a start building command at it. That hopefully will bring it back. Yeah, I think this is going to do. I think this is actually going to refresh the building command. So once it gets the start building added, it should bring that icon back to life. It better. Alright, here comes a power up. Send those guys back out. They're all working away. Nice. First try. Four, three. Good. Okay, so that fixed the first part. So now this is back active again. I'll get them to hurry up and finish. There. Alright, so now they're back here. Oops. Oh, come on. Oh, and while that's doing, I'll go ahead and knock out one of the buildings. There. And this might not work. They may actually still stay glued. Yeah, they still stay glued. Okay, that's fine. What I just need to do is loading. And I just throw in a sync command and then say start loading. And that should initialize everything again. So, I think I may have actually just fixed... I know I fixed the first half of that bug you found, Hawk. But I think this one actually will knock out the second half as well. I feel pretty confident here. XD, welcome, man. How's it going? Came in just the right time. Oh, wow, it's already 4:30. Jeez. How's it going, man? So, yeah, I don't know if you got the news, but betas are out. Android, iOS, and a PC version. Let me hit a building here. And trying to track down a bug that Hawk found. And I think I've got that beaten. So let's see. So if I hit this. There. These guys go down for the count. Go full screen here. All right. So what was happening before was that these guys were snoozing, but once they woke back up, the rebuild would not... Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. Long time coming, but it's coming together. And so far, most of the bugs have been pretty minor, which is great news. But, you know, quirky things here and there, but nothing that's showstoppers, with the exception of this. Boom. So that came up. Good. All right. So then, oh, I got to shoot this now. So if I knock him out... Oh, come on. Try this again. There. All right, so now they're snoozing. Now here's the final test. There. So once they wake up, they should all start heading to the building and do the repairs. And that's the big question mark. And if they do, crap. They didn't. What the heck? Okay, they did the refresh. So all that means is that when they come off of it, they go into loading, but they also have to check to make sure if there's a building to repair. Okay, so... let's see. Update build request. That should do it. There. Let's see. This is under building. Loading. I wonder if I should actually do a update build request on the build as well, just to make sure. You know what? I'll leave that off. No, you know what? Actually, I'm going to throw it on there after the fact. So update build request to make sure that they're working on a building that still needs to be worked on. Yep. So, yeah, so at this point, the game is in beta. Like proper beta. And I'm just doing little tweaks, any bugs that you guys find, and just little bells and whistles that I wanted to add before I unleash the game upon the public. So, take another stab at this. Excuse me. Actually, I'm going to bypass shooting the building, because we already know that works. So I'm going to move on straight to knocking them out while they're still at the launcher. Put them up to 4. Oh, come on. Try that again. There we go. Alright. Alright, so fingers crossed. Here in 9 seconds, they're going to wake up, and hopefully they're going to head straight to that building and start doing repairs. If so, we will consider it fixed. And they did. Done. Check it out. Hawk, your bug is dead as a doornail, buddy. Both part A and B, they are now fixed and working like they should. There they go. Oh, I'm gonna be a jerk here. Real quick. Can I do it? Oh, and I missed. Nope, they're done. Yeah, Hawk, man, great find though. That was a fantastic find. Thank you so much. And happy to say that that bug is now completely toast. That is awesome. Okay, so let me go through my list here again. I got the icon stuff set up. So, I'm going to grab this information right here. These are the new values I'm going to do. So, as I mentioned before, I set up the icons. You can unlock the icons, but I wasn't even using them in the game yet, which is just totally wrong. But I'm going to incorporate that so when you play an online match, when it comes up with that little versus screen, the icons will show up at that point. Let's see. But I got that. That's an audio fix. That's a minor thing. Where am I at? I'm at 4:30. So, been going for 3.5 hours. I don't know. I'm considering about stopping down at this point. I don't know if I should try and... Hey, you know what? You guys are still hanging with me, so I will push on for a little while longer. What do you say? 4:30. I do have a meeting to go to tonight, but I don't have to leave for another 30 minutes. So I'll try and squeeze in a couple more of these little bugs real quick. I think I'll tackle some of the easier ones. Excuse me. one of the ones that's gonna be harder to test, but it's. I think if any of you guys downloaded the Android or the iOS builds, what you'll notice is if you actually watch an ad, especially a rewarded video, you'll hear the audio keeps playing in the background. We might end up putting up our stream in a bit. Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay, if you start soon, I will be happy to host. Or not host, but happy to raid. I'll send some guys your way here if you can start in the very near future, because I'm definitely winding down. And I do need to take care of a few things before I run out the door, so I should actually wrap this up. If the players level up, pop-up menu, yeah, that's going to be connect Google Play. That's time consuming. I'm just trying to find some quickie things that I may be able to knock out here in the last couple minutes. Actually, that one's not terrible. Let's see. We'll be soon. Don't worry. Okay. Well, give me a heads up, man. Give me a heads up when you're like a couple minutes away, so I will know. And then I will send my guys your way. So, all right, one more fill up of the glass. It's funny, man. I'm here in Vegas. We're in wintertime, so it's about I don't know, about 50 degrees outside. But with all the lights and a closed door and all that kind of stuff, yeah, we're a good 80 degrees in here, which I'm okay with. I like warm. So 80 is fine now, but I'm thinking now once we get into the middle of summer here in Vegas and it's like 120 outside, this room is going to get real toasty real fast. I have to worry about that in about 6 months. All right, credits. No, I'm not going to bother with credits. Oh yeah, let's try and tackle this. So when you do play an online match, and it shows the player's name on the versus the taunt screen, it's showing the entire name underscore and the ID number, and I want to change that. So unless it's a guest, if it's a guest, I'll leave the whole thing. But if it's a player with a name, I just want that name. So let me figure out where that thing actually lives. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. I think it's under versus menu. Yeah. All right. And let me turn off the main menu here for a second just so you can see what I'm doing. Oops. These guys. There. All right. So specifically here, red opponent name, blue opponent name. There it is. Oh. That's not exactly what I want. Opponent name. There we go. See if I can find it this way. Text. Nope. Should have stuck with what I had. Let's see. There it goes. Here it is. Okay. So say if it's not equal to substring begin at 0 and guest is GUEST5. So if that is not equal to guest, then we do want to clip it. Otherwise, just show the whole thing. Yeah, show versus me. Okay, good. Alright, so then if so, then we need to split it. Oh, wait. Oops. That's wrong. I want opponent name. Wait, why do you not like that? Let's see. Operator cannot be played. Oh. Got it. If it's not equal to guest. There. Now he's happy. Okay. Then if it's not equal to guest, then we just want the first half. So he's equal to name split underscore, and then is it that way? Oops. 0. Oh, it's no comma there, is it? Alright. Nope, that ain't right. Alright, I did this before correctly. I haven't played with split as much as I should have, so. Oh, it's an array, isn't it? That's why. Index of. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna do this as a split because I only care about the first half of it. So that's kind of a waste of time throwing in an array. So I am gonna use index of. All right, where was that? Nope, it wasn't there. It was under... Oh crap, I just lost it. Opponent name. There we go. There it is. Found it. Okay. Let's see. Text is equal to opponent name. Substring index. Oh. 0. Name. Index of underscore. I think that's correct. Let's see. Yep, it's happy. Do I need a +1 or is that a, I think that's sufficient. I think that's sufficient. Okay. Alright, and gotta do the same down here. Versus red. Is equal to that. Otherwise, just do the guest. Oh. There it goes. Yep. Your opponent. There. That should knock that out. So now what we're just doing is, like, if you use a Google Play or a Game Center name, and what it does is it does that underscore and then your player ID number, and this should actually scrape that off and just give the player ID just the name. unless your player name was guest, which I don't think odds are very good of anyone having the word guest as their username for either iOS or Android, so that's fine. Alright, so let's give this a try. Let's see. Come on, you jerk. Alright, versus menu. Turn that back off. Turn these guys on. There. Fire that up. Alright, and then I'm going to fire up. Oops. I'm going to fire this up on the iPad so that way I actually do have a name that's not just guest. Alright, so booting up. So online game, start. Yep, perfect. Check it out. Scary Robot Games. Bingo. First try. Got that working. Awesome. There you go, man. And I just closed it, so it gave a win to him. So, there you go. Nice. Alright, I think that's a good one to finish off on right there. See. Drop that down here. I'm going to put that in my done category. Down with all those other dones. There we go. So, there you go. That's, let's see. Start at 1, almost 5, so almost 4 hours. And launcher bonus. Oh, sweet. So, I actually got the launcher bonus stuff working, so that comes up like it should too. So, that's it, man. I think that's what I'm gonna cut it right there so I can get myself out the door. Hopefully that gave Blowstone enough time to actually get himself active. Let's see. Is he, nope, I don't see him active yet. Come on, man. Let's go. Get it going. Alright. 5 hours got a lot done. Well, 4 hours. It was 4 hours. But, yeah, wait, why are you talking to me, man? You're supposed to be streaming now. How can I, like, send my guys over to you if you're not streaming yet? Okay. Well, I am going to wind down here. So, let me do my usual plugs. I'm not, let's see, I'll do this even though it's all down there below, but just for whatever reason, if you're watching this elsewhere, or for whatever reason, there you go. Boom. There are all the links for the Android, iOS, and the PC version of the beta. Download as whichever one you want. Give them all a try. Just what I'm doing is I'm on a terrible, gigantic bug hunt at this point. Just trying to find glaring errors that I made. And Hawk found a great one, man. He actually found 2. You know, it's all tied together, but those are great, and thankfully squished them. Hey, if you want to join me offline when I'm not doing my stream, there's my Discord. So yeah, please come on over and give me a shout over there. And oh, did he just go online? He did, didn't he? Or is he over here? Good man. I think. Okay, well, I'll check out in here in a second. Let's see. Here you go. Here's the webpage. Finally finished the task. Now you can try the game. There's the webpage. There's the webpage. If you want to check out my other games, you can check them out there. I'm going to update it here in the very near future, especially for Volley Village. I have the links embedded up there, as well as not just here on the Twitch page. And I got to like update that IndieDB. I got to update all this Twitch.io as well. But and then last but not least, there you go. There is my YouTube page. As I said before, the videos here on Twitch over time they get bumped off. But I do archive them back over there on my YouTube channel. So if there's anything else you want to go dig around and figure out, find stuff I was screwing up before in the past, there's your resource, man. Go back there and figure out what I was doing wrong so you can, like, laugh at me. But in the meantime, guys, let me just say, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been great. I love playing the game with you guys. I mean, for me, it is a blast just to know you guys are wailing away somewhere, wherever you are in the world, and we're able to play together. So thank you so much for trying it out. Keep playing. Share it with your friends. Get them on board. Get them hooked, please. Please let me know any errors you find. You can see the send feedback button down here, right? So just click that, type it, hit the button, and I'll get an email that'll tell me what I've screwed up. And that is a big help, just like Hawk showed me, right? Found a nice big fat bug. So that's what I want to do, man. I want to finish these little tasks, kill off any more remaining bugs, and we'll get this game out the door with your help. So that's it for me. We're here Wednesday. Friday is the next broadcast, of course. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, beginning at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come back in another 2 days. I, of course, will be trying to make some more headway, although I'm not going to get much done because I got that meeting tonight, and then, as I told you guys, I still got the Unity user meeting tomorrow night. So I'm not sure how much headway I'm going to make in my off time, but we'll see what I can do. But otherwise, I'll just keep plugging away on this stuff that you guys saw on Friday. So hopefully you can come back. If not, come back on any one of those other days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'll be here. But until then, you guys take care. And let me see if I can actually do a raid now. Let me see if he is up and at him yet. Pick a channel. Let's go below. Let's see. No, I'm not seeing it. No. He's not there yet. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to, like... I'm trying to throw him some people, but he's still not setting up. Come on, man. Seriously? I'm stalling. But you're not helping. Give it one more check here. Oh, there he is. So why did it not come up for me? Alright, let me try this again. And it just does not want to find it. That's bizarre. Blowstone Dev. Yep. Seems like I'm doing this stuff right. I thought up here. So, trying to do a nice little raid right here. Below. This. Is that, what, capitals? No? Uh-oh. My keyboard's going nuts on me again. There it is! Found him. Woohoo! So I'm going to hit raid, and then it's going to do the 10-second countdown. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good time checking out my buddies over there at Below the Stone. They're doing some great stuff. See you Friday. Adios.